enough to give you the most complete sports coverage in Siouxland. Watch live full broadcasts of local high school sports on SiouxlandProud.com. Just click Live Sporting Events under the Sports tab. KCAU 9 and Metro Sports TV. We're Siouxland Proud.
Josh and Emily are visiting Emily's parents this weekend, where Josh will propose. He's nervous, but not about the ring. Well done, Josh. Well done. Chase is proposing to Ashley at the resort where they first met. Ashley was vacationing with friends, but Chase ended up being her best friend of all, plus some. Every diamond tells a story, but there's no story like yours. And there's no diamond like a Greenberg's diamond. Greenberg's Jewelers, a cut above the rest.
Jackrabbits don't wait to see what the future holds. They build it. At South Dakota State University, the next generation's leaders are preparing to launch. They're focusing on growth, and they're reaching new heights of excellence across vital industries. SDSU is building something greater for South Dakota and the world. Join us.
Make all your shopping happier with a MasterCard Gold Rewards credit card at Telco Triad Community Credit Union. Gold Rewards cardholders enjoy low 8.9% APR plus monthly cash back on every purchase. No annual fees, no cash advance fees, and no balance transfer fees. Apply online or in person today. At Telco Triad, it's where you belong.
A lot happens in Siouxland every day.
KCAU 9 News cuts through the noise every day to bring what's happening around your community into focus.
Amplifying what matters in Siouxland.
Your time is valuable.
So when this happens, and this happens,
and this, count on KCAU 9 News to bring you what matters.
KCAU 9 News. We are Siouxland Proud.
Tonight's starting lineups brought to you by Kunkel Trucking. Kunkel Trucking is a locally owned livestock hauling company. If you need livestock transported or would love to drive for them, give Chad a call at Kunkel Trucking, 712-251-5615.
You don't just play, you game. United Sports Academy at CNOS Fieldhouse has every field for every player. 20,000 square feet of turf, 3 batting cages, volleyball courts, basketball courts, pickleball, and more. If you got game, you got to get to United Sports Academy. Challenge yourself and sign up for programs, teams, or even rent the facility. Lessons, sports clinics, and training for every athlete. Get your game on at United Sports Academy. Online at usportsacad.com.
Banking isn't just about financial products. It's about service and what we can do for you. Those personal touches are at the core of who we are at Central Bank. Decisions are made locally by people who get to know you. And while a lot has changed since 1877, we're still committed to our customers and to being the best bank in every community we serve. Central Bank, member FDIC.
Hey, what's up, man?
Live tonight from Olsen Stadium, it's Metro Sports TV, and CF Industries is proud to present live high school football as your East High Black Raiders will take on Glenwood here tonight. Metro Sports TV is the leader in live high school sports streaming across the Midwest, now featured in Sioux City, Sioux Falls, Des Moines, and the Lakes region. And you can find us on demand wherever you may be. Whatever device you use, stream and find Metro Sports on YouTube, online, or with our tremendous partners at KCAU Channel 9 Sioux City, KFSY, Channel 13 in Sioux Falls, Premier Communication, and Fox Sports Radio. If you can't find Metro Sports TV, you're not looking hard enough. For the best in live televised sports, watch Metro Sports TV all season long. Hi everybody, this is Pat Schultz, and this is the Central Bank pregame show as we get set for what we believe is going to be a terrific matchup. Joining me tonight is the former All-Stater from East High, Brian Jepson. Jeps, we had a big thunderstorm here earlier. It looks like it's cleared up. We're going to have ourselves a heck of a football game here tonight.
Yeah, Pat, great to be back. Just a couple hours ago, we thought, who knows when this game is going to start. We had about 2 hours of downpour, but it's cleared off here. Beautiful night. Crowds filing in, and the anticipation of all summer, all the work that these kids have put in, finally tonight they get to get out here on the field and kick her off.
20 minutes ago, there was barely anybody in the stands, but now they're coming. They figured out the clouds are kind of moving away. There is a portent of rain still, storms maybe. We hope not. We're going to get this football game in. These two played last year, played a heck of a game. It was a shootout. We're not expecting a shootout tonight.
Yeah, last year down there at Glenwood, very close game. Glenwood returning their starting quarterback, and they had some good weapons on offense. Kind of went up and down the field last year, and East had a chance right at the end of the game, about on the 5-yard line, to win the game, and they just couldn't get it in the end zone. It was kind of a tough loss for them to start the season. Big win for Glenwood. Black Raiders probably trying to rectify that game from last year.
A lot of fanfare for East High going into this year, Jeps, as a lot of explosive players led by their quarterback, Cal Jepson.
Yeah, basically last year, I mean, they started 14 underclassmen, and we thought they had a young team, and they actually got a pretty young team still this year with a lot of sophomores playing. But Cal Jepson at the quarterback, he's got a full year of experience under him. He's got some good receivers around him, and I know Coach Goodvin, he likes to get the ball moving down the field, so we see a lot of passing. But I do think they're going to rely on that Miles Wagner and Breifogel to get some good carries, too, to mix it up.
Backs to help Cal Jepson out. Sophomore season for Cal, a 5'11" junior, over 2,000 yards passing, 384 yards rushing, including 5 touchdowns, 19 TD passes, is ranked 7th quarterback in the state of Iowa. Cal Jepson's a dandy.
Yeah, I mean, he's coming off that injury, but he's put a lot of work in the summer to get rehab. Had a baseball season, did baseball and was working out with football, so he's ready to go. Had his arms ready to go, and I think he likes the receivers. He's got this Grimsley kid that came in. He's got Yates coming back, Shepard out there, and so I know he's excited to get playing, and I think the whole team is just ready for the fall days of those 2-day practices to be over.
We were able to sit down with Coach Winklepleck after this 30-second break. We'll be back, and we'll hear from the head coach of East High, Coach Mike Winklepleck. When we come back, Metro Sports TV, the sun is out, the clouds are clearing. We're ready for some football between two good football teams, the East High Black Raiders against Glenwood.
Perfect ring is for Allie from Zach. They married without a diamond ring right before Zach went to serve his country. And now he's back. Jake and Sarah successfully pitched a big client together over a year ago. They got along very well. So well, in fact, Jake's about to pitch Sarah a proposal. Every diamond tells a story, but there's no story like yours. And there's no diamond like a Greenberg's diamond. Greenberg's Jewelers, a cut above the rest. Perfect ring is for
You know, it just, with the season getting pushed back a week, you know, it just seems like we've been in camp forever, you know, and the kids are chomping at the bit and excited to get out there and play tonight.
Young team last year. They've had a year to maturate. You've got to be excited about the growth and the size of your football team this season.
Yeah, I mean, the kids have obviously put in the work in the off season, you know, starting with speed and agility stuff in November and weight room 3-4 times a week. And you can tell that some of those guys are a lot more mature. They put on the weight, they put on the muscle mass and stuff. So we're just ready to see if all the hard work pays off.
Those young kids were very excited to watch last year. You've got an explosive offense returning this year.
Yeah, you know, and when you play youth like we did last year, you're going to have experience this year. You know, we still got some young guys, but they've played 10 football games. So some of those sophomores aren't sophomores anymore. You know, we tell them they're juniors. So it was some growing pains a little bit last year, but you'll see that we return a lot of guys on both sides of the football, and hopefully that'll help us out, and we have a mature football team this year.
One of those sophomores last year is now a junior. Your outstanding quarterback, Cal Jepson. What a leader, what a football player.
Yeah, I mean, just what a great kid, you know. What a good young man. Great athlete. Every sport he's in, you know, he excels. He works hard, you can tell. And, I mean, you can tell with his body as well. He works hard in the weight room. So He's done a great job. We're able to kind of pick up where we left off last year, you know. So a lot of the offense was already in once camp hit, and we just kind of hit the ground running.
Cal's coming off an injury of last year. How's he been? Has he been as mobile as what he was? Is he caught up after that injury?
Yeah, I mean, I think he did an interview earlier this fall, and he said he's going to be a pocket passer and he's not going to run the ball at all. But you see him in practice, and he's running the ball all the time. He's sprinting out. I mean, he's throwing off 1 foot, sidearm, like he's playing shortstop. I mean, so he's out there having a good time, and you wouldn't even know that he got hurt. I mean, he looks great, and he's comfortable in the pocket. He's comfortable getting outside the pocket. You know, just excited to kind of see what he does and the maturation process that he's gone through over the last year.
You bet. Another, he can lean on the run-in of Miles Wagner. Miles is looking to have a big senior season.
Yeah, Miles had an incredible offseason, you know, and nobody's harder on Miles than Miles himself, you know. Miles is a perfectionist, and he wants to do great things, and he just works hard day in and day out, and he's done a really nice job. He's had a good camp. He's the type of back that put on 15, 20 pounds because he wanted to be able to pick up the short yardage. You know, I said, Miles, I got to have you be able to drop the pads, and when it's 4th and 1, if we're going to go for it, I need you to be able to pick up that hard-earned yard, you know. And he's done a nice job of putting his body and himself in position to be able to do that this year. And he's an all-down back. You know, he can catch a ball coming out of the backfield. And he's done a really nice job, and we're excited to see what his growth has been.
This is the Central Bank pregame show. We're with the head coach of the East High Black Raiders, Coach Mike Winkelplatt. And, Coach, Glenwood always has a big, strong team. You had a little bit of a shootout with them last year. What are your thoughts this year?
Yeah, look, Coach Foss does a great job, man. Corey, really good coach. They returned 3 offensive linemen. You know, they'll play a little bit on the defensive side of the ball as well. Big guys. You know, they had a 6'5", 300-pound sophomore last year. Good athletic kid. So you're going to see they're going to try to run the football behind that guy and return center and guard. So they're a well-coached football team. They just fill in the open holes of graduation and stuff. But we look for a very good opponent tonight, and they're always well coached and not going to make many mistakes. So.
You bet. A lot of eyes will be on you tonight because of this Thursday night special, and Metro Sports is thrilled to watch your exciting football team this season.
Well, we appreciate all the support, and I know the fan base around the country appreciates being able to watch the game, not being there.
You bet. Coach, best of luck to you and your football team, and we'll be talking afterwards.
Thanks. I appreciate it. Have a great day.
You bet. Coach Mike Winkelplatt on the Central Bank pregame show.
That was Coach Mike Winkelplatt on the Central Bank pregame show. Brian Jepson with us here tonight as the sun is out. Looks very nice out. Crowd still filing in as they get set to play. Tonight's football game is brought to you by CF Industries, providing clean energy to feed and fuel the world each and every game. We bring you the Vern ID Motor Cars keys of the game. Go to Vern ID Motor Cars in Sioux City and Sioux Falls. And Jeps, what are the Vern ID keys to the game tonight for the East High Black Raiders?
Well, I think we talked about it earlier, Pat. And first of all, the key: take care of the ball. You know, games like this, turnovers play a very important part of any ball game. So you want to play clean. You know, play clean. Guys are going to have a lot of emotion tonight. First game. Play clean football, and I think early in the year, be physical. You know, the team that's most physical can impose their will on the other team, and we'll see what team is more physical tonight as we get ready to kick off.
Indeed, as East High has won the toss, they have elected to defer to the second half, so they'll kick the football off as we get set for another football season here tonight as Jacob Burrell, the outstanding, now senior kicker, going to give that a boot. He has had quite a career here at East High. Jacob Burrell as he gets set to kick off to the Rams of Glenwood, who come into this football game ranked number 8 in Class 4A. They're normally a very big, strong football team, as Trey Darden, a very fast, strong wide receiver, is the deep man. He is going to touch the football first, at about the 3-yard line, and we are underway. Football, high school football, starting here tonight as Darden brings it up to about the 20-yard line, knocked out of bounds by a host of Black Raiders as they come in and make the play as we get set. The starting lineups tonight brought to you by Sioux City Tarps. And for the East defense, at one defensive end will be Colin Pittenger, a 6'3", 235-pound junior. Jack Ullman, outstanding basketball player at 6'5", 225. He's going to be at one defensive tackle at a great summer camp. Darren Anderson, the big fella, 6'3", 330. Sophomore, he's hard to push inside. And Manasseh Kasongo at 6'6", 240, the Notre Dame, Nebraska recruit. And Glenwood is going to run that power game right off the bat as they plunge it down the middle, and smacking it hard was the Scott Reed. And you're going to see a lot of Scott Reed, number 20. He has the prototypical size, 5'9", 175, and I know you're very impressed with this kid.
Yeah, just kind of a tough runner, just a good hard-nosed runner, and I imagine he's going to get a lot of carries tonight, Pat.
Cole Stout is the quarterback, and he's very stout, 6'2", 215, hands the ball off to Reed. He goes right in the middle, and he runs into Cole Pittenger, Darren Anderson, Kasongo on the play, and Manasseh Kasongo at 6'6", 225, of course, of basketball fame, but getting major college interest. Notre Dame, Nebraska offers, you name it, they want Manasseh Kasongo.
Yeah, he's just got a frame, he's got the reach, and he could really mold. He's young at this game, just started it a few years ago, but he's really molding into a good football player.
3rd down and 4. For the Rams, they're going to go with Reed again. He's going to have his first down as he just puts his head down, barrels in there to about the 32-yard line. First down Rams of Glenwood. We've seen Glenwood play in the past. They run the football. They run it very well. They'll mix in some passes. Last year they passed a little more than they made this year, but Stout is more than capable.
Yeah, and I think they're going to probably look to run, and then kind of hit East with some play-action passes, kind of get those guys to suck in and bite on some play-action.
James Hogenkamp, the outstanding junior linebacker, 6'3", 225. Cooper Fritz, 5'11", 200-pound sophomore. And Jacob Breifogel, another outstanding. There's a great play right there as Jacob Breifogel on command makes the play. 6'3", 210-pound junior. Breifogel, Hogenkamp, and the young sophomore Fritz. That's an outstanding linebacker.
Oh, yeah. Breifogel saw that Z sweep coming to the left, and he fielded nice, and that's a big loss, about a 7-8 yard loss. Nice play by Breifogel.
2nd down and 17. The secondary for the East High Black Raiders, also very good, very young. Tanner Hamilton, 5'11", 160, sophomore. Dane Milton, we've talked about Dane since his sophomore year. He's the leader back there. He's a senior now, 6'1", 190. Number 3, Cason Claiborne is back from a leg injury, 6'3", 210, and the outstanding corner, Chris Ford, 5'10", 170, an outstanding secondary. That is the Sioux City Tarp starting lineup for the East High, and defensively, and they're doing their job after giving an initial first down. They look like they're going to back up the Rams here as we've got a delay of game, I believe. Nope, get timeout. They got it just before. We're going to take a quick break with them when we come back. Just getting underway. The clouds have cleared. There is a portent of storms still looming in the area, but they're not going to come until after Glenwood gets home here tonight. We're going to have a good football game here. It's East High versus Glenwood when we come back.
Jackrabbits don't wait to see what the future holds. They build it. At South Dakota State University, the next generation's leaders are preparing to launch. They're focusing on growth, and they're reaching new heights of excellence across vital industries. SDSU is building something greater for South Dakota and the world. Join us.
Welcome back. The Glenwood Rams are going to face now a 2nd down and 16 from their own 25-yard line as they get set to go against this, what we expect to be a very good defense. Cole Stout, the quarterback, his first throw of the game, puts it over the middle, nobody there, and the ball goes incomplete. He was looking for Jack Johnson, who is an outstanding receiver at 6'2", 175, but good coverage by the Black Raiders secondary. And I know you really like this secondary for
Yeah,
East High.
we talk about the secondary. It's a young secondary with 3 sophomores and Dane Milton, the senior, but with Claiborne and Ford and now Tanner Hamilton, another sophomore. He's the new guy back there. They have a lot of games under the belt from last year, so it should be an experienced but young secondary.
They're going to get tested here on a 3rd down and 16. You got to watch out for the screenplay to read on the play. Stout drops, going to go with a long out, has a man, but the ball is overthrown and underthrown. Anyway, incomplete, as again they tried to get the ball to Caden Crouch, the junior. Good target, 6'3", 180. But Chris Ford, the precocious, outstanding cornerback for East High. Great athlete. He's all over him.
Yeah, I think it also the secondary has a lot of speed back there. Speed, experience, and guys that got a nose for a football, which is going to play dividends for that secondary as it'll get better as the year goes on.
So the Rams will punt, low line drive, going to take a big bounce and scooped up quickly by the Black Raiders. Here they go right up the middle, trying to get to the outside, and he's brought down right there. So
yeah, there we saw the first time Loudon Grimsley getting the ball, and he's got some wheels and one of the top guys in the 100-meter in the state. So they're kind of anxious to get him going.
You bet. He's going to play a big part of this game. Is London Grimsley, number 4. And here's the starting lineup for East High on offense, brought to you by Sioux City Tarps. The quarterback is Cal Jepson, as we talked about, the 5'11" junior, 180 pounds, coming off a leg injury, but he seems to be doing well. Miles Wagger will be the lead back. Miles is a 5'9", 185. Yep. He's part of that Wagger gang. When you say Waggers, you're talking about tailback you. Cal Jepson's going to roll. Look, going to get set. Goes long. He has Grimsley down there, and he makes the play on the first play of the season. They go long. Jeps, you called it, as London Grimsley makes the catch at the 10-yard line. Great throw by Cal Jepson.
Yeah, that's a good way to start the season. You got your speed guy on the wide out. Cal with a good fake and kind of rolling out there. You want to get that first throw, and it's always nice to be a completion. That really gets you going for the game. So good pitch and catch by those two, and Black Raiders are in business.
Big play right there. First and goal, I believe, inside the 10. Miles Wagger trying to find a hole, puts his shoulder down. Miles is noticeably bigger now as he lays it out, almost 190 pounds, and you can tell right there as he moved the pile forward, picked up a better part of 3 yards.
Yeah, I saw him over the summer working out. He was on the track a lot, doing a lot of running, and he's really turned into a physical specimen and put a lot of work in this summer.
So 2nd down and goal for Cal Jepson, the outstanding junior quarterback for East High. 8:41 to go here in the first quarter. Just getting underway. East High threatening. Hand off to Miles Wagger. Cuts it back in. Keeps his feet. Rolls down to about the 4-yard line. Of course, Miles' older brother, Brandon, was the outstanding freshman of the year at the University of Iowa, then the Morningside All-American. His brother Jack played at Purdue. His brother Cole was an outstanding player as well.
Yeah.
So, and of course, how can we say Dad?
Dad Rick, yeah.
Start here
at East and All-American at South Dakota State.
You bet. So 3rd down and goal. Cal Jepson hands the ball off. Slamming ahead is Breifogel. He leans and twists. They can get a first down, I believe. They put it just inside the 1.5-yard line. So now it's going to be a 4th down and a long 2 for the East High Black Raiders, and they're going to turn around and go for it right here.
Yeah, they're trying to pound it in. They got put in Breifogel. Breifogel's kind of their goal line big back. Little 1-2 punch with Wagger and Breifogel.
Wink wants to talk about this a little bit. We're going to talk about the offensive line. The starting lineup's brought to you by Sioux City Tarps. Zach Lunde, 295 pounds, 6'4", is one tackle. The other tackle is Isaiah King, 6'3", 285. The 2 guards, Rashawn Marshall, 5'11", 280. And Clinton Welch, 6', 275, and at center is Braden Fahrenholtz at 6'2", 250, a bigger offensive line than last year, and they've been pretty good in camp.
Yeah, a couple holdovers from last year with Fahrenholtz and Isaiah King starting last year. Landy coming off, he's towards the end of the year because he was coming off an injury, but yeah, Marshall and Welch, 2 solid guys. This O-line should be pretty solid this year, and we'll see if they can punch it in. 3 running plays down there to try to punch it in. I think they're maybe trying to send a message to get that O-line going.
Well, they're going to have to move some pretty big boys up front from the Glenwood Rams. It's 4th down and goal, fourth down and 2 from just inside the 4-yard line. Jepson, the quarterback. Wagger to his left. They're going to hand the ball off to Miles Wagger, and he pops it in there with some strength. Great surge by the line, and Miles Wagger scores a touchdown for East High.
Yeah, nice burst there by Miles Wagger. Got behind that back, and he just lowered the shoulder and sprinted into the end zone. Very good series for the Black Raiders. That's how you want to start your season, first drive.
Here's our instant replays. They slam it in, and you can see the strength and the quickness. Miles Wagger worked as hard as anybody in the offseason, and you can see it on that touchdown run. 6-0 East High Black Raiders on an outstanding first drive.
Yeah, nice push there by Isaiah King, the big right tackle, and Black Raiders are in business.
58 yards on 6 plays. Burrell for the extra point. Usually automatic with that, and he knocks it through. That is the Bob Rowe point after. Go visit Bob Rowe's right after this game, traditional Bob Rowe's point after. So the East High Black Raiders on their first possession of the season march it down, score a touchdown. It's 7-0 Black Raiders.
You and Metro Sports TV have teamed up to give you the most complete sports coverage in Siouxland. Watch live full broadcasts of local high school sports on SiouxlandProud.com. Just click live sporting events under the sports tab. KCAU 9 and Metro Sports TV. We're Siouxland proud.
Banking isn't just about financial products. It's about service and what we can do for you. Those personal touches are at the core of who we are at Central Bank. Decisions are made locally by people who get to know you. And while a lot has changed since 1877, we're still committed to our customers and to being the best bank in every community we serve. Central Bank, member FDIC.
7-0 the East High Black Raiders score. Tonight's game brought to you by CF Industries, providing clean energy to feed and fuel the world. Also Central Bank. As you see, the Central Bank scoreboard has East High up 7-0, and here's the kickoff. And this time he got a little tangled up, and falling down there was Trey Darden as the ball was booted in the end zone. Probably couldn't have brought that one back anyway. And it's going to be first down for the Rams, who picked up an initial first down and then lost 12 yards on a little Z reverse, a big play by Breifogel, and it'll be their second possession. Jacob Breifogel, James Hogenkamp, some familiar names of East High Black Raiders. Now the younger brothers playing, the big younger brothers.
Yeah, they had some good older brothers to follow, and they are following in their footsteps pretty well with their own play here at East High.
So Stout will bring him up. Cole Stout, senior quarterback, will dive it right up the middle into the teeth of that big line. Jack Ullman, Darian Anderson, and Anderson, big to move, 6'3", 330, and he clogged up that middle nicely. That's what he's supposed to do.
Yeah, big nose tackle in there, yeah, and that's what he does. Takes on a couple blockers. Rams still trying to pound it up the middle, and sometimes on those first drives you kind of see, we watch games, a team can drive down and score, and I thought that was a good job on the East defense last time, getting off the field after just giving up one first down.
Josh Taylor, Mason Kohler, Nicholas Delaney, some big boys up there for the Glenwood Rams, including Drake Bolthy, 6'5", 245 pound, and Drake has a little East High heritage.
Yeah, Drake Boothie. I actually coached his dad here football and wrestling at East High, and his dad's a wrestling coach at Glenwood and been down there. And Drake's a sophomore, good-looking kid. Drake Boothie. All of his brothers, the Boothie boys, went to East High.
And he's moving some people there as it goes 3rd down and 3. And there's the ball is loose. It's on the ground, and the Black Raiders have it. Jumping on the football, I believe, is James Hogenkamp as East High comes up with a big turnover at the Glenwood Ram 12-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. Just squirted out, and there we have it. Black Raiders rush into the ball, and they're in good business to score again.
Mischange handoff on there, and a big break for the Black Raiders. Last year, these two football teams played an exciting game, kind of a shootout, but right now, everything going the East High Black Raider way.
So I think last time, Pat, on that drive, I think trying to help that offensive line, I think they wanted to make sure they ran the ball in from the 10. They were kind of on a mission to get that line going and show that get their running game going.
It's a great call by the offensive coordinator, Bob Goodvin, and Coach Winklepleck. They went kind of a spread look, and then Miles Wagger took it right off tackle. So first down at the 12-yard line. Jepson, the quarterback. He's going to survey Give the ball off to Miles Wagner. He makes a great cutback, slams it inside, was hit hard right there by Verge Rangel, who came in there and gave him quite a pop, did the 6', 170-pounder, but it was a pickup of about 4 yards.
Yeah, good contact there on both sides, but yeah, nice tackle.
Hand off again to Miles Wagner, this time jumping through there as they saw that one coming, as East High was trying to get the run game going. I believe Mason Lunning came in from a linebacker position, made the play, and it will bring a 3rd down and 8 from the 13-yard line for East High. From the 10-yard line. Jepson. Grimsley is to his right. He looks that way. Now goes the other. Lobs it in the corner to Montse Kasongo. Why not? Touchdown, East High. At 6'6", they threw it up there. They've worked on that play a little bit, and Montse Kasongo has his first career touchdown.
Yeah, just being at practice, and I was at the scrimmage on Friday night, and I knew they had some packages to the big man. He got some tight end packages to Montse Kasongo, and boy, you just got to put it up, and he can kind of just go up and get it. That's what you like as a quarterback, a big guy target out there, and that was a nice pitch and catch right in the corner of the end zone.
Looked like one of his lob dunks in basketball, so Cal Jepson throws an outstanding ball, and you saw it right there. That is not an easy throw for a high school kid, and Cal put it right up where Montse could get it. Burrell kicks the extra point. That's the Bob Rose point after, and it's 14-0 East High, just like that. When we come back, Rams have some work to do.
Jackrabbits don't wait to see what the future holds. They build it. At South Dakota State University, the next generation's leaders are preparing to launch. They're focusing on growth, and they're reaching new heights of excellence across vital industries. SDSU is building something greater for South Dakota and the world. Join us.
$14-0, just like that. The East High Black Raiders lead. See highlights tonight on KCEU Sports Zone with Anthony Mitchell. And here's a highlight right here. Doesn't get any better than that, Jeps.
No, nice catch, but yeah, Cal put the ball right on the money there too, right where his big guy could go up and get it. So Raiders up 14-0, and that's the kind of start that I think Coach Michael Pleck wanted to see today.
Beautiful play right there. Black Raiders, quick start here tonight. We've talked about it all summer and into camp about this explosive East High offense, and they have not disappointed here early as the crowd continues to fill in. Here's the kick by Burrell. That one's hanging up there, and it's in the end zone. That one's going to come out, and the Rams will look to hang on to the football. And one of your keys to the game, Jeps, the Vern Ide keys to the games, was take care of the football, and an early turnover like that. And we've seen a lot of that in opening games, penalties, turnovers, and it's hard to come over, of course, in the first game.
Well, you're coming out of practice, and then you get into a real live game situation where everybody's going 100%. And no matter how you practice, a game situation is always going to be a little bit faster than most of those practices.
Okay, Cole Stout was there, going to fire it nicely, and catching the ball and falling was Caden Crouch right away. Gain of 5, good first down play as little pitch and catch. And on first down, positive gain.
And that's, I think, what Glenwood's got to do. You know, they got to think about, getting the 2nd and 5, converting first downs. I believe they probably want to keep the East offense off the field as much as possible.
A veteran coaching staff, they don't panic. They've been in the playoffs many times. And this game is obviously far from over. Here's Stout keeping the football, and he's bear hugged as he crosses the 28-yard line right there. Good play by the Black Raiders as the defense trying to go. Darian Anderson, the big fella, made the play in there in the middle.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bow up. We got a 3rd and short here. We'll see if that interior D-line can stuff this 3rd down attempt by Glenwood.
We'll see what happens here with the muscle of the Rams up front, as Delaney is the lineman they like to get behind. They give the ball to Reed, and he pops through there quickly to about the 33-yard line, and that's a first down for the Rams. They're second of the quarter as they're on the move, and they won't panic, as you said.
No, they've had some success on, just grinding out 3-4 yards on several plays, and I think that's kind of got to be their game plan, is to kind of methodically move the ball downfield and take time and get first downs and keep East offense off the field. What they don't want to do is get behind too big too early.
Big thank you to our friends from Family First Dental, 30 locations across northwest Iowa and northeast Nebraska. Dr. Barr, thank you. Hope you're watching tonight. Stout drops back, looks, throws to the outside. Good defensive player over there by Chris Ford. And you don't want to pick on Chris. He has a tendency to get his hands on the ball and bring it the other way.
Yeah, good coverage there by Chris, and you can tell him just read that receiver, and he had a nice break on the ball there, just as their coaches teach him, just kind of instinctive.
Normally on first down, that is a very nice play. Stout threw a nice ball. They ran a nice route, but Ford made a heck of a play. He sticks on you like glue.
That was probably the reason he started when he was a freshman.
What's the old saying with Chris Ford? The Pacific Ocean covers half the world, and Chris Ford covers the other half. There's a handoff to Reed. He bounces off to about the 35-yard line. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 8 right here, and we'll see what Cole Stout can do for the Rams. Big week on Metro Sports tomorrow night. Doubleheader. Rob Maynard and myself will be over Spirit Lake, as Spirit Lake Indians will become one of our exclusive schools as they'll take on the number 4 ranked Algona Bulldogs. That's going to be quite a football game, as Spirit Lake's ranked number 2 in Class 2A. So looking forward to covering the Spirit Lake Indians all year. And then Mitch McCumber, Riley Lillenquist, they will be in Hinton, as Hinton will take on Lamar's Galen. That's on Metro Sports. Brad Newitt and his crew will have Harrisburg versus O'Gorman on Saturday. Stout looks, has time, throws the ball to nobody over the middle. Once again, great defense by the Black Raiders as they came with a rush, as Monose Kasango, who has 1 touchdown receiving, came in from his right defensive end, made a big play.
Yeah, good coverage there, good coverage, and they got some good pass rush. Made him throw that a little bit quicker than he probably wanted to, and they're in punting formation. We got Loudon Grimsley deep, and we'll see what the speedster could do if he gets the ball.
Grimsley and Ford both back out there as East High gets a little careless as they jumped off sides, as they may have been setting up a block punt up there, as James Hogenkamp says, hey, I was drawn offside. There's a lot of finger pointing going on. It will not be a first down, nevertheless, but it will be 5 yards forward. As we look west, and the clouds look like they're clear. Jeps, I think we're going to be good to go.
I think we're good, and we're just looking at a perfect night for high school football here in the state of Iowa.
On a Thursday night special. Big night Friday night on Metro Sports.
Just a great week. Football kicks off, high school football. We got college football.
Where are you going Saturday? Oh, let me guess.
I'll be heading to Lincoln to watch the 5-star quarterback from
East High setting up a block here, or expecting a fake. Or they're going to go for it. Loudon gives the ball to Reed, who's going to go forward, and the kid gets it. What an effort by the tailback, as Reed was stopped behind the line by 2 Black Raiders, but he just kept going and got himself his first down. What an effort by the young tailback.
Yeah, looked like he might have hit the squats this year. That was a good leg drive because he was met in the backfield, and he just kept driving. So Reed really with some power there, showing some power.
Absolutely. So a gamble paid off right there. As I was looking around, I thought they were still going to punt, but they decided not to. And it's a first down. Give the ball off to the workhorse Reed, and he slams it right down in the middle. Boy, he's willing in. He gets to about midfield. Nice play right there.
Yep. Good 5-yard gain, and they got a little momentum here on offense, picking that 4th down up.
Scott Reed is almost that perfect size for a tailback. 5'9", 180 pounds. You show his quickness, and boy, when he lowers those shoulders, that junior is something else.
Yeah, no, that was a nice run. He's showing he's got some good toughness, and he can run inside, and I know he's got the ability to have some moves if he can break one.
First down at midfield. The Rams on the move. The quarterback keeps it this time. He leans forward for about 4 yards on the play, as coming up to make the tackle nicely for the Black Raiders right there. And
like Claiborne filling in there at that safety spot, and
Cooper Fritz
in there, so to make the tackle. Yeah,
a couple of nice sophomores. Claiborne, a very big sophomore safety at 6'3", 190 pounds. 3rd down and 3. There's that little spot pass. That one's knocked down by Monose Kasango at 6'6".
Yeah, that's tough when you're going against a guy that gets that kind of reach when he puts those big paws up.
I think they were probably very fortunate they did throw that, because Tanner Hamilton jumped the route and he was looking at this. This is going to bring another fourth down play. Quickly up to the line come the Rams. Stout, the quarterback, trying to get him to jump outside. He does beautifully with the hard count, and Black Raiders jumped off sides. Easy first down. Good coaching, good discipline by the Rams.
Yeah, and we talked about penalties. You want to get off the field, and now the Rams have, from two penalties, have been able to convert on fourth down.
Nice drive right here by Glenwood. Ranked 8th in most polls for the 4A. And you can see that they're going to be a tough team to beat. Big up front and some talented players. And so far, Scott Reed has shown us a lot. And the quarterback, Stout, outstanding as well. First down and 10 for the Rams at the 42-yard line of East High. East High up 14-0. Here's Reed. He's going to bring it down there. Boy, he is hard to bring down. Leans it forward for about 6 yards. Contact after 3. And Dane Milton came up there for the ride, as Dane Milton, one of the best tacklers of the state, one of the best free safeties, one of the leading interceptors in the state. Dane has improved his body as well as he's put on some weight. He came up there and hit Reed. A couple of good football players taking on each other there. They're going to move the ball back for a 5-yard gain by Scott Reed. He's been the workhorse with 30 seconds to go here in the first quarter. The Rams on the move. Here's Stout again keeping it. And leans forward. He's going to have himself his first down, I believe, if the official gives him he's going to put it with his back foot, and that's not going to give him his first down. It's going to be 3rd down and 1, and that might be the final play here in the first quarter. And the first quarter was very entertaining. 2 quick touchdowns by the East High Black Raiders. Miles Wagger with a short touchdown run. Cal Jepson with a touchdown pass to Monose Kasango. When we come back, we'll have the second quarter. The Rams are on the move. This is Metro Sports TV, Metro Sports on YouTube. You can also see us on SiouxlandProud.com. When we come back, Rams on the move.
Happens in Siouxland every day.
KCAU 9 News cuts through the noise every day to bring what's happening around your community into focus.
Amplifying what matters in Siouxland.
Your time is valuable.
So when this happens, and this happens,
and this, count on KCAU 9 News to bring you what matters.
KCAU 9 News. We are Siouxland proud.
Protection is important, especially when you're talking about your dreams, which is why we're going to keep you covered with plans that can save you up to 23% when you bundle your home and auto. That's protection.
In Sioux City, see Mark Johnson at 329 West 20th Street.
If you like what you're seeing, please scan our QR code and help Metro Sports TV continue to bring you the best in high school sports in this area. As you see the code down to the left, go ahead and scan that and help Metro Sports continue to bring you the best of high school football. The Rams on the move right now as they have a 3rd down and about 1, and Reed has been the workhorse. Stout also carries the ball. They'll give it to Reed. He breaks 1 tackle, goes to a 30-yard line, another first down. Good hit by James Hogenkamp, but you better wrap up Mr. Reed, or he's going to take there. Cole Pittenger got him low, but they couldn't stop him. Another first down. The 3rd on the series for the Rams.
Yeah, he's a really tough runner. He kind of just pinballs off those tacklers, and he's good for 2-3 yards per crack. So going to have to try to put a stop, and because they're just relying on Reed right now.
5.5-minute drive going on. Stout, the quarterback, little quarterback draw. He's going to get back maybe to the line of scrimmage as the Black Raiders were having none of that. Jack Oman with some penetration in there.
Yeah, good job by the defense there, reading their keys, trying a little quarterback draw, and makes it a 3rd and long.
2nd down, Jeps.
2nd down. They had the first down on that, yep. It's early in the year.
You bet.
Got to have one little rust option.
You bet. It's early. August 29th, Thursday special. Big weekend for Metro Sports, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And stay tuned all season long. We'll be in Des Moines, as it will be. Here's Stout laying it up there and making the play, but he's going to be out of bounds as good coverage down there by Ford as he was battling Jack Johnson down there for position. And by the time they both got settled, Jack was out of bounds. So
yeah, that's something there. We saw good coverage and a good job by the receiver hauling it in. Just couldn't get his feet in bounds.
And a good throw by Stout, the only place the receiver could catch it. So good play all around by everybody. So now it's going to be a big 3rd down and 10 as Glenwood in 4-down territory. And they've converted twice on 4th down, so we expect them to do that deep in Black Raider territory here. 3rd down and 10 for the Rams. Stout looks. Going to go over the middle, and no one's there. Dane Milton had an interception, and Dane couldn't quite bring that on. So that would have been career interception number 10 had Dane brought that down. It's going to bring up 4th down right here.
I bet he wants that back. Boy, right in the hands. He read that nice and was on the ball, and he usually comes up with that play.
Talked to Dane just the other day. He's really looking forward to his senior season, and all those young kids he played with last year, a year underneath their belt, and they've showed some good play already early. 4th down and 10 for the Rams. They've converted twice, but those were short 4th down. This one's going to be a little longer. Stout looks, fires, ball completed. It's going to be a 1st down. Another 4th down conversion as Johnson made the play a little out in pattern, and Johnson made the catch well short of the 1st down, but he turned it up nicely, and a big play for the Glenwood Rams.
Yeah, Johnson ran a nice route, and Stout with a nice pass there, and here again, 4th and long, and a conversion on 4th down. That's 3 times now, so Glenwood getting a little mojo here on this drive.
7-minute drive right here. 1st down at the East High, 17-yard line. Stout with a little pitch to Reed, gets his shoulders down, gets to the 15. Hogenkamp gets in there to make a nice play, as does Cooper Fritz. And Pittenger also in on the play. It's going to bring out, that play had a lot of promise in there.
Good team pursuit, especially by those defensive guys up there. Yeah, Pittenger and Fritz really attacking the ball.
I think if Reed has another chance at that play, he's going to bounce it to the outside because there was a lot of running room for Scott had he got out there. Timeout called as Glenwood's going to call a timeout and then face a 2nd down. When we come back, the Rams on the move. It's 14-0 early for the Black Raiders.
You and Metro Sports TV have teamed up to give you the most complete sports coverage in Siouxland. Watch live full broadcasts of local high school sports on SiouxlandProud.com. Just click live sporting events under the sports tab. KCAU 9 and Metro Sports TV. We're Siouxland proud.
At the end of each game, we'll have the Wall of Fame player of the game. And so far, we're seeing an outstanding performances by both teams. And right here, just what Glenwood needed. They've settled down over 7-minute possession right here.
Yeah, I think this is probably in their game plan to attack this game, is to kind of have a long, sustained drive where they're eating up clock. And they're doing it, not only that, converting on 3rds and 4th downs, extending the drive, keeping that East defense on the field quite a while, and keeping the East offense off the field.
That key 4th and 10 play, Stout to Johnson, was a big play here. 2nd down, 9 yards to go at the 15-yard line. Cole Stout, 6'2", 215. It's going to roll, look, fires it. Ball caught nicely to the big blocking back this time as they fire it out there to Paulie Simonetti, who usually does some blocking, makes a nice gain there. It's going to set up a 3rd down and a yard. Nice play.
Yeah, he's been kind of their blocker, the bruiser, leading the attack, and that was a nice catch by him, kind of bringing him across in a drag route, and they're sitting at 3rd and short.
Slipped him out there as an H-back. I don't think Black Raiders were paying much attention because he's been blocking the whole game, and Simonetti has a big play, 3rd down and 1. Here's where Reed is really tough. And he's going to get it, and he darts in there, and he cuts it down to about the 2-yard line. Scott Reed, just a darter.
Yeah, running hard and smashing, and always got that forward lean, and he's got him in a position down here, first and goal.
They're going to take him out of the game. Nope, they're going to say, you go back in there, we're going to give you the ball, kid, which would be a good idea.
Yeah, sometimes you just got to feed him. Those backs, they don't get tired when they're getting the ball.
Absolutely, get a little rhythm going, and Scott Reed has it as it's 1st and goal for the Glenwood Rams. They trail 14-0. Big thunderstorm here around 4 o'clock. We're about 5 o'clock, but it's gone away. Stout fumbles the snap. I think we're going to have a motion call. Came from the side judge, which usually means motion. Don't think he was quite ready for the snap. Got it back. Big play. There's been one costly fumble, but this one's going to come back, I believe, unless they got illegal formation this time, as it was a different type of formation there. And
I see him he kind of dropped the ball out of his hands. It wasn't a good exchange, and he was fortunate to get it back and 5 yards back on the formation call. So make it a little bit tougher on him.
8:26 to go, 14-0 East High. The Glenwood Rams now on a 9-minute drive, have first down and goal as the penalty brought them back. One of your keys to the game was you have to play clean, really have to play clean down by the goal line.
Yeah, you don't want to mess up on scoring opportunities. You'd rather come away with 7 than 3. So and a crucial drive here for Glenwood to capitalize on this long drive that they just sustained. To finish it with the score would be good for them.
Glenwood is going to take another timeout. We're going to take a timeout with them. They want to make sure they get it right here. They trail 14-0, but they have first and goal at the 8-yard line.
Bob Rose presents Do You Know Pizza? The exciting trivia game where if you don't know pizza, just wing it. True or false? Each year, a whopping 5 billion pizzas are consumed throughout the world.
Mamma mia, that's a lot of pizza.
Bob Rose knows pizza, and they know how to feed a hungry family. Pizza, wings, burgers, chicken, and more. Bob Rose, where good food and good times gather.
Believe, achieve, and succeed at the Sioux City Community Schools as they prepare students for success. And Jeps, right now, Glenwood is succeeding here against the East High Black Raider defense.
Yeah, they put a good drive, a good sustained drive, just grinding it out. And let's see if that Black Raider defense can stiffen up and keep him out of the end zone.
Reed is to the right of quarterback Cole Stout, who has been outstanding. He's going to drop, look, throws an out, and the ball is knocked away. There's a big fight for it as they went to Paulie Simonetti, but great play over there by the East High Black Raiders as Dane Milton came up at the last second. Good, well-designed play, well-thrown football, just another good football play.
Yeah, both sides of the ball, well-played play. Their quarterback put it right where he needed to, but Dane Milton with a nice break on it and breaking up the pass, and he still almost came up with the pass after the deflection.
So they'll bring a second down and goal from the 8-yard line. Simonetti, who has been the H-back, been very effective, may get a carry here. He does, bounces to the outside. He's going to score. They give him a rare run, a little motion play. That play was set up a long time before this. Good play called by the Rams, and Simonetti scores.
Yeah, 3 times they've ran him, but they haven't given him the ball, and the quarterback's taking it up right up the middle, and that time they handed off to Simonetti, and he was untouched around the left end there.
Well, a 9-minute and 45-second drive converted on 4th down 3 different times, including a 4th and 10. And what a drive by the Rams, and they're right back in this football game. Kick is up, and the kick is good. And it's just like that. It's 14-7 when we come back. The Black Raiders offense, they've been well rested. They'll have the football when we come back on Metro Sports.
H2O for You is your water store. H2O for You is the solution for cleaner dishes, clothes, showers, and tubs, and water that tastes fantastic. Your water store will even test your family's water for free. And all of our equipment comes with free basic installation. Having issues with your current water system? Your water store services most brands. Have the clean, soft, great-tasting water your family deserves. Go to softwater.com or call 258-SOFT today.
Put some love in your landscape. Did your backyard DIY turn into a DI? What is that? Detmer's solution in the Dakota Dunes is the answer to all of your backyard debacles. That's why Jack said that his retaining wall was done in 2 days, and why Nancy said 10 out of 10 for recommended service, and why Nathan said his backyard turned out better than he'd imagined. The answer is Detmer's solution. Start with a free quote, 507-779-6226, and put some love in your landscape with Detmer's solution.
Tonight's football game is presented by CF Industries, providing clean energy to feed and fuel the world. What a drive by the Glenwood Rams, 9.5 minutes, and that was just a methodical football.
Yeah, that's a time-consuming drive. That's like back in those old like Steeler, Rocky Blyer type Franco Harris drives with Terry Bradshaw. I mean, driving down the field. Yeah, that was a run-oriented long drive.
Cole Stout was outstanding on that drive. Jack Johnson with a big call, and Scott Reed, a little pooch kick here. Scott Reed was really tremendous. Dean Milton's going to get his hands on the ball. Look out, he's dangerous. Gets to the outside, has some blockers. Chris Ford out there in front of him and does a heck of a job blocking. What a play by Chris Ford leading him around the corner, and Dane Milton brings that up to the 44-yard line.
Yeah, good return there by Dane. Yeah, Chris Ford leading the way, and the special teams getting the Black Raiders out to midfield. So the offense for East has been right on cue. They just haven't been out there too much.
Well, Cal Jepson has been outstanding. He's completed both of his passes that he's thrown, one for 48 yards to Loudon Grimsley on a big play on their first play, and then a 10-yard touchdown pass to Monose Kasango. And Cal's going to bring him up right now as they get set for only their third possession of the game.
Yep, going all spread here with 5 wideouts, so
looks like a blitz by the Rams. They're sending everybody. Cal looks, turns, going to throw, has a man, and it's knocked away at the last second there nicely as Cal Jepson off balance, showing his skills. Of course, he's coming off that knee injury of last year, but they almost made a big play right there.
Yeah, I thought he was going to get him. That was a nice defense play to go up and block the ball there, so if not, that would have been a touchdown.
Indeed, as he was looking and couldn't quite complete it, so it's going to bring down second down. Again, another blitz. Miles Wagger looking to cut it up, and he's going to go for about 4 yards. Almost popped out of there. It's going to bring up a third down and long 7 for the Black Raiders.
Yep, third and long. Typical passing situation for the Black Raiders, and let's see if they can connect on a third and long here.
See if they blitz again. Mason Lunning, who has been outstanding early. They go the screen pass, and Miles Wagger has a blocker out in front. Cuts it back, has himself his first down. Shows some feet, another cutback. Wagger to the 30, going to carry Rams inside the 30 to the 26-yard line. A third down, and not against the blitz. They decided not to blitz. Great call by the Black Raiders. Big pickup by Miles Wagger.
Yeah, with them seeing that blitz, and I know they've been working on different screen packages all year, and we saw Miles Wagger with a lot of screens last year that was effective for some big touchdown runs, and what a great play to get him going. So
that has been a staple play. There's a real quick fire out by Cal Jepson, who is red hot tonight with accuracy, and a big gain right there as John Yates, a kid who just snuck in last year, made big play after big play, touches the ball for the first time, has himself his first down.
Yeah, he's Mr. Consistency with hands. You get him, he snags everything, and he's kind of the guy that sometimes gets overlooked, but he's always there on good routes and good ball handling, and gets some positive yards there for the Black Raiders.
Cal Jepson with that Caleb Williams-like fire outside arm to a completion. Miles Wagger's going to get the ball, and Miles using that strength to turn something out of nothing. It's just, maybe a yard, but it could have been a 4-yard loss.
Yeah, good penetration there by the Glenwood defense, and yeah, Miles using that strength just get back the line of scrimmage and maybe get a yard there.
Thanks for joining us on Metro Sports. Big weekend here, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Cal Jepson, second down, 9 from the 15. Drops, going to set up another screen. Miles Waggers with a one hand, drops the football back. The ball is loose. He did catch it. Still loose, pops out, and I think Glenwood recovered it. Miles couldn't quite get it. Had to catch from behind. Brought it back in, was hit just as he brought it back in. He just want to say it's incomplete, but I believe he did catch it and fumble. I think they're going to talk about this a little bit if we have that on instant replay. Riley, we didn't quite get it, and they're going to say Glenwood football. Boy, that was a tough one. I do think Miles did control the ball.
Yeah, it looked like he took a couple steps with it. He was going to make a move, so yeah, tough turnover there for the Black Raiders as they were driving down the field, and Glenwood with the ball back, and let's see if the defense for the Black Raiders can stiffen up.
I believe Trey Darden came up to make the hit on there as we got a motion call right here as Scott Reed's going to pop it out for a gain of 9, but that one's going to come back as a tough break for East High. And one of your Vern-Ida keys of the game, take care of the football. We've seen 2 big turnovers. Glenwood fumbled and recovered at their own 12-yard line. East scored shortly after, and then East, on their way to driving, looked like they were going to score again, and a tough turnover right there.
Yeah, tough turnover, especially when you're driving. Big momentum switch for Glenwood, though, preventing them East from going up 2 scores again. So we'll see what Glenwood could do then. This running game for Glenwood has been effective, and we'll see if they made any adjustments to kind of stop that Reed kid up the middle.
You're in good hands with Ryan Stussy of Allstate Insurance. Thank you to Ryan Stussy, fine advertiser here on Metro Sports, and Iowa Lakes Community College. Thanks to them, we'll have Laker basketball. There's a little screen pass coming over and making the play, coming up and making a big hit for East High was James Hogenkamp, as unfortunately Kelly Barrett was left out to hang on that screenplay, and he got rocked.
Yeah, and that's a big boy, James Hogenkamp, coming at you, and he read that and put a nice pop on him.
So it's going to bring up a second down and still 15. 5:23 to go as the Rams chewed up most of the latter part of the first quarter and most of the second quarter with a long 14-play drive. Cole Stout looks. Going to go long this time. Has a man, Johnson. Double coverage nicely by the Black Raiders. Incomplete as Claiborne and Milton, a couple of outstanding safeties. And John Ford was over there as well as corner. Chris Ford is playing a heck of a game.
Yep. Claiborne had eyeballed that really good as a safety spot. He's kind of the back guy. Anything deep can't get behind him and Ford. So good coverage there on the ball. And we've got a 3rd and long. And up front, though, you got to expect Glenwood trying to get East to jump off to make it get a little closer. And they've kind of got him a few times on that hard count.
Kason Claiborne, a 6'3", 215-pound sophomore free safety. Pretty big free safety.
Yeah. When you see him, he don't look like a normal sophomore walking the halls. He's an outstanding-looking kid, great athlete, baseball player. Boy, he hit some rockets. Yes.
There's a screenplay. Monose Kasango trying to break it up. They screen it out there. A nice play by James Hogenkamp as he gets Reed in time. And I believe
I think we're going to have a roughing the passer, I believe.
Oh, boy, that's a big one right there. As
mistakes, you just got to.
There is the penalty flag, and that's going to give a first down to Glenwood. And Coach Winkelblack none too happy on the screenplay as they allow that to come in, and somebody put their helmet on. And from the looks of it, I think it was Monose Kasango who came in just a little bit late. And it's going to bring a first down after a good play by Hogenkamp in the open field because Reed breaks that tackle. Who knows where that kid's going?
Yep, another mistake there, and it puts Glenwood in good field position. And
4:47 to go, 14-7. The Rams on the move again. Now a safe little pass out there and swinging it out just to get it was Caden Crouch, a junior, 6'3", 185. Short gain, but a good positive gain on first down, gain of 6.
Yeah. Yeah, moving the chains, that's what Glenwood likes to do. If they can get about 4 or 5 yards in that first down, it really sets them up for their run attack and play action.
Big fellas up front for Glenwood are doing a nice job. Delaney making some plays up there in the middle. Josh Taylor, Trace Johnson, Mason Cooler. And
they're getting a good
Boofy
push and some
doing
good
a nice
pulls,
job.
yeah.
Here's Reed, cuts it inside. Breifogel had him, and Reed pops out of there. What a runner this Scott Reed is. As he keeps it, Jack Oman had to bring him down, as did Breifogel, but not after at first down. His yards after first contact.
Well, yeah, he gets hit, and he carries for 2-3 yards afterwards. Just good leg drive, just what you want out of your running back.
3:48 to go. The Rams on the move. Got a big penalty on roughing the passer play, and now they have first down inside East High territory. Reed again glides through there, picks up the better part of 8 yards. Claiborne came up and made the tackle, as did Cooper Fritz, who's been very active in the middle for the sophomore. But, Reed, another big 7-yard gain.
Yeah, and Glenwood's got their run game going, so that front 4 and linebackers at D is going to have to stiffen up, and
they can squeeze one in right before halftime. Wouldn't that be something? East High will get the kickoff to start the second half. But they need a stop right here. Stout to Reed, turns the corner, going to be close to his first down. Going to be a little bit short, I believe, as Fritz again came in, made the nice hit, as did Colin Pittenger. Cole, his brother, was an outstanding football player. And Glenwood is going to have a third down. They're going to move it back a couple of yards. Well, they got the ball yard ahead of the stake, so they'll get it close. But anyway, 3rd down and 1. Stout, the quarterback, leans forward. He's not going to get his first down.
Now, where his knee went down, he got him placed back, too. His knee went down before the ball landed, so he's about a good 2 yards short, maybe a yard and a half.
Big Darren Anderson, the big 6'4", 330-pound sophomore. A little penetration in there by the big fella.
Yeah, a little fight from the big guy, blasting in there and halting that down. And we're looking at about a 4th and long 2.
4th down, long 2. The Rams 3 for 3 on 4th down, their last possession. Looking to convert right here. Big play for the East High Black Raiders. Right here, Reed dances, got it, and continues on. Boy, he is automatic on those short yardage plays.
Yeah, and a good push by that offensive front for Glenwood. They're getting some confidence, and they're getting a good push up front and knocking the D back a few yards. And with Reed behind them, that's 3-4 yards a pop.
So another first down. Glenwood on the run. Under 2 minutes to go, first half. Long drive last time. Stout looks as Hogan Camp makes a big sack on first down. They tried that spot pass, and again, the secondary, Milton and Ford with great coverage.
Yeah, secondary, good coverage, and that good rush there, and nice sack, about an 11, 12-yard gain. Hogan Camp with a nice play there.
So that kind of stops the momentum for the Rams. They're going to they're out of timeouts, believe it or not. There are no timeouts left for the Rams. They used them early. 2nd down and 19. Going to have to watch out for the screen play to Reed right here. And then the East High there, you see the sack as Hogan Camp makes a great play, the junior. They're going to boot it to the other side. They do set up the screen. Reed has it, drops the football. It's incomplete. And that'll bring up a big 3rd down right here.
Yeah, 3rd and long now. This is where you want to get off. That stops the clock, too, if the Raiders got any inclination of trying to get a drive with a minute left.
So we'll see what happens right here. Watch out for Johnson, number 6. He has been the key receiver for Cole Stout. We're going to have a timeout, I believe. Equipment. Jack Ullman's going to come out for a second, and must have an equipment situation going on there. It's going to give the East defense a chance to get set on this key 3rd down and long. 3rd down 19 right here.
Yeah, catch your breath. Try to get a little pressure on the quarterback. Watch that screen. Don't let any screen pop out of there. And
Reed, number 20, will be to the right. They have been going to Simonetti when they need big plays. He's in motion towards us. They're going to look his way. They're going to go with a wheel right. Simonetti's wide open, and the ball is deflected and intercepted by Ford on an outstanding play. They went with the wheel route, and it probably would have been there had he thrown it early, but Chris Ford came over and makes his first interception of the year.
Yep, Chris Ford with that speed coming over. Looked like they had him on that wheel route down the sideline, and Chris Ford.
Yep, there he was.
Eyeing the ball there. Yep, coming over with that. Yep, and good hands there, keeping his feet in like that. Outstanding play there by Chris Ford, taking the ball away.
So Ford makes the play right there, and it's going to be a first down for the Black Raiders. With 58 seconds to go, Jeps, you're up 14-7.
Well, knowing this team, I think they're going to get after it and try to go down the field because they're a high-speed offense, and they can move the ball quick, get in and out of the huddles.
They have trips on our side right here, Wagger to the left, Cal Jepson, the quarterback. He has been very accurate tonight. He's going to roll to his right in a hurry, throws the ball away. Smart play there. Nothing going on, and Jepson says, we're going to live and play another down right there.
Yeah, well covered there, and Glenwood trying to putting a lot of pressure. They're trying to rush those guys and put a little pressure. Cal, good job scrambling away and just throwing it away that time.
East High's had a lot of good quarterbacks through here. Of course, Cole Ritchie with all those records just a few years ago, but I have not seen a quarterback with the instincts and skills of Cal Jepson, just a junior. Here's Miles Wagger slamming it up for about 6 yards, and that indicates for East High as they'll probably going to let the clock run and going to go get the ball back to start the second half.
Yep.
Lead 14-7 here.
Yeah, you don't want to do anything stupid either and give them a chance to score. They're out of timeouts. I think if they would have connected on that first down, they probably would have ramped it up there.
Third down and 6, 25 seconds to go, 20 on the shot clock, the play clock. Get out of that basketball mode. Can't be in that already. As Gibson, they're going to run it out as Wagger brings it about the 30-yard line, and that's going to end the first half. And a good first half of football, 14-7 at the half. The East High Black Raiders jumped out with 2 quick touchdowns. But a time-consuming drive by the Glenwood Rams. They were threatening again, but a big interception by Chris Ford stopped that. And when we come back, we'll have the halftime brought to you by Greenberg's Jewelry with your score at the half. The East High Black Raiders 14, the Glenwood Rams 7. Thanks for joining us on Metro Sports. You can find us on YouTube. You can find us on Metro Sports TV. You can go to SiouxlandProud.com. And if you can't find us, you're not looking hard enough. 14-7, the East High Black Raiders lead here at half.
Welcome to Wall of Fame, where style meets customization, specializing in crafting custom clothing and print shirts. We ensure every stitch and every print is of the highest quality, so you get the best clothes every time. We're here for all your promotion needs, and the best part, our process is seamless. Simply share your designs with us and we'll handle the rest. Get custom clothes for the best price. Wall of Fame.
Josh and Emily are visiting Emily's parents this weekend, where Josh will propose. He's nervous, but not about the ring. Well done, Josh. Well done. Chase is proposing to Ashley at the resort where they first met. Ashley was vacationing with friends, but Chase ended up being her best friend of all, plus some. Every diamond tells a story, but there's no story like yours. And there's no diamond like a Greenberg's diamond. Greenberg's Jewelers, a cut above the rest.
Jackrabbits don't wait to see what the future holds. They build it. At South Dakota State University, the next generation's leaders are preparing to launch. They're focusing on growth, and they're reaching new heights of excellence across vital industries. SDSU is building something greater for South Dakota and the world. Join us.
A lot happens in Siouxland every day.
KCAU 9 News cuts through the noise every day to bring what's happening around your community into focus.
Amplifying what matters in Siouxland.
Your time is valuable.
So when this happens, and this happens,
and this, count on KCAU 9 News to bring you what matters.
KCAU 9 News. We are Siouxland Proud.
You don't just play, you game. United Sports Academy at CNOS Fieldhouse has every field for every player. 20,000 square feet of turf, 3 batting cages, volleyball courts, basketball courts, pickleball, and more. If you got game, you got to get to United Sports Academy. Challenge yourself and sign up for programs, teams, or even rent the facility. Lessons, sports clinics, and training for every athlete. Get your game on at United Sports Academy. Online at usportsacad.com.
Things are growing great at Baumgart's, your one-stop shop for plants and trees of all kinds. You'll find what you need for all your lawn and garden projects, from bulbs or seeds to things to kill those nagging weeds, from tillers, trimmers, and mowing machines to spreaders and fertilizers to keep your lawn green. You'll find patio furniture and grills and landscaping galore, because Baumgart's is your lawn and garden headquarters store.
What you need when you need it at Baumgart's.
Banking isn't just about financial products. It's about service and what we can do for you. Those personal touches are at the core of who we are at Central Bank. Decisions are made locally by people who get to know you. And while a lot has changed since 1877, we're still committed to our customers and to being the best bank in every community we serve. Central Bank, member FDIC.
Make all your shopping happier with a MasterCard Gold Rewards credit card at Telco Triad Community Credit Union. Gold Rewards cardholders enjoy low 8.9% APR plus monthly cash back on every purchase. No annual fees, no cash advance fees, and no balance transfer fees. Apply online or in person today. At Telco Triad, it's where you belong.
There's nothing like small-town Iowa. There's something about the people, the community, the values. That's why we call Northwest Iowa home. We're here for our community. We're here to build a better tomorrow. We continue to provide personalized service and innovative products to help achieve your financial goals and dreams. At Iowa State Bank, we're your neighbor, your friend, your trusted bank.
Iowa State Bank, we're ready for you.
They got it like by 10 minutes. They had
Welcome.
Turnovers are.
H2O for You is your water store. H2O for You is the solution for cleaner dishes, clothes, showers, and tubs, and water that tastes fantastic. Your water store will even test your family's water for free. And all of our equipment comes with free basic installation. Having issues with your current water system? Your water store services most brands. Have the clean, soft, great-tasting water your family deserves. Go to softwater.com or call 258-SOFT today.
Back here at the Greenberg's Jewelers halftime show, Greenberg's Jewelers, where every diamond tells a story. Mitch McCumber joined alongside the man, the myth, the legend himself, and will actually be Mr. Raider, Mr. Jepson, and talking about telling a story. Take us through a story of how that first half went for the Black Raiders.
Well, it started off good. The Black Raiders, I mean, they're expected to come out with a high-powered offense, and they get the ball, and right on the first play, Cal hooks up with Grimsley on a nice big pass down the field. He hauls it in, the speedster, the track guy, and they're sitting 1st and 10 on the goal line. They punch it in, they go up 7-0. They come right back, and the defense gets a turnover, and right away, Cal hits Monasey, his big target in the end zone on like a pitch and catch in the corner of the end zone, and we're looking at 14-0, and we got a lot of the first quarter left, but what Glenwood does is they effectively get that long drive and kind of take the ball away. They convert on 3 4th downs, 2/3, a 4th and 10. There were some penalties on guys jumping, not being disciplined, and next thing you know, it's a 14-7 game, and they're right back in it. The Black Raiders down the field again, looking to score, and we talked about turnovers. Turnovers are a big thing. Glenwood had one. The Black Raiders turn it over in the red zone, and so Glenwood gets the ball, can kind of effectively run out the half.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
You talk about turnovers and just going for it. It seems like Glenwood's really dominated the line of scrimmage, and they've done so running the ball on offense and on defense. They're kind of limiting East running the ball. East is able to get the ball out of Jepson's hand to the bigger receivers. But what does East have to do second half to kind of get the offense to be more balanced, not just heavy one-dimensional one side?
Yeah, I think East tried to establish that run, and they wanted to send a message to get that line to put that first one in the end zone, and they effectively did on 4 run plays. But I think, just those short passes you saw when he hit Yates, those guys are off, and Cal can get the ball on them. They get a play like that, even if they get 5, 6, 7 yards, they get up to the line, and they use that hurry-up offense. I think that's we really didn't get to see much of that, and I think that's what they're going to go to on this first drive.
Yeah, 4 possessions only for East in the first half, and that includes the turnover and the kneel down there towards the end of the half. Glenwood, a team two straight times, has beaten the East High Black Raiders. Come back in the second half and see if they can do it again. We'll take a quick break here on the Greenberg Jewelers halftime show and be right back.
Oh, hello, Italian nightclub from Jimmy John's. Chow freshly baked bread piled high with Italian-style meats and provolone. Hey to you too, hand-sliced veggies. Oil and vinegar, oregano and basil. Nice to see ya. Am I obsessed with this sandwich? Yes. Should I see someone about that? Probably. Jimmy John's. Order online or on the app.
Make all your shopping happier with a MasterCard Gold Rewards credit card at Telco Triad Community Credit Union. Gold Rewards cardholders enjoy low 8.9% APR plus monthly cash back on every purchase. No annual fees, no cash advance fees, and no balance transfer fees. Apply online or in person today. At Telco Triad, it's where you belong.
back here at the Greenberg's Jewelers halftime show. Our tech guy Riley is going to show some highlights here in the first half as we go through the highlights. Jeps, let's hear some stats first half for the Raiders and the Rams.
Okay. Here on the replay, we got Cal Jepson hitting up that long pass to Loudon Grimsley. Looking over the stats here, Glenwood, they've owned time of possession, so first downs, they've got 8, Black Raiders 5. Rushing yards, they focused on that rushing game, 26 attempts for 56 yards. East Black Raiders 10 attempts for 23 yards. Passing yards, 33 for Glenwood, and the Black Raiders with 88. 16 attempts for Glenwood, 5 completions and 1 interception. Cal for the Black Raiders, just throwing the ball only 7 times with 5 completions and 1 touchdown. Average per play, Black Raiders at 6.5 and Glenwood with just 2.5. But the big thing is that time of possession, 12 minutes and 33 seconds to 4 minutes and 36 seconds for the Black Raiders, which is kind of showing that up front game is kind of grinding it out. And the game plan that Glenwood had has come to fruition here in the second quarter.
Yeah, Glenwood trying to run out the clock essentially, doing a really good job in the trenches. Will East High stick with their guns up by 7 here before the break comes back from halftime? We'll take another quick break and be back. Pat Schultz back on the mic.
Up to your neck and trying to swim through confusing insurance policy choices? Well, before you drown in coverage you don't need, contact Allstate agent Ryan Stussy. Ryan will help you assess your immediate and also long-term needs so you can clearly choose options catered to your home, personal property, or financial future. Contact Ryan and review your coverage today. 605-377-6776. Don't drown in coverage that you don't need. Stay afloat with Allstate agent Ryan Stussy. 605-377-6776.
Jepson back. Now it's turned out to be a very pleasant, somewhat humid night, but a good first half by both teams. And every East High Black Raider halftime, we bring you East High football legend. And tonight, you're not going to believe the legend. It's going to be our own Brian Jepson, star way back. Look at this guy.
Oh man, where'd you get that photo? Oh, you asked me for it. I had to dig one up. So yeah.
East High football legend Brian Jepson, 1984, 1985, on a state championship team. Obviously, you have been our historian for East High football. What a legacy! Such great players, and you're one of them.
Well, yeah, I guess, you always brag me up, but I think I fill in for all those blue-collar Black Raiders, the hundreds of players that have played through the program, through the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, even further back, 2000s. I've been fortunate to play for Walt Fiegel and Jim O'Hearn, Dell Hughes, coach with Walt Fiegel and Jim O'Hearn. Jim listening to our game in Des Moines, Iowa, talking to him. He's going to be coming back for our state championship reunion here in a few weeks, so great to talk to him, and we'll be great to see him back here. But all those guys and coaches, and it was just that mentality that you showed up every day for practice, you showed up every day in the summer to lift, and you did everything that the coaches asked, and that's the history of this program, is to buy into that and just be a blue-collar team and get things done. So I appreciate you bragging me up. I think I did have a little bit of skill, after a little bit of skill. I could catch and run and stuff like that.
Well, you went on and played at Wayne State, and you've been an outstanding football coach. Nobody loves the game of football like Brian Jepson. And we can't forget our good friend out in Southern California, Buddy McNaughton. He tunes in every night. I'm sure he's getting a big kick out of that. Yep. And I can tell, East High has had such great players throughout its long history. And we've already had 3 of them stop up, say hi to you, and give. And so it's such a great tradition that East High football has, and you played a big part in that.
And another thing, I've actually been able to, after college, I was fortunate to, get hired at Sioux City, and I went on Walt's staff, and I coached with Walt. I coached with Jim O'Hearn, Bob Goodvin, who's running the offense here, and just being able to coach with those guys, and I've been part of the staff at some level, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, for over 30-some years, about 30 years now. It's crazy. So how many years that just goes by so fast. So, and my dad brought me here back in the early 70s when, Terry Stevens was, going, and I saw Rick Wager run touchdown after touchdown in Prout.
Bill Lewis,
all those
Dave
guys,
Croston.
and I just hope Dave Crost and Bill Lewis and the guys I've coached, and I'm actually coaching with another John Bloom, who was an all-state linebacker and played linebacker at Morningside, and I'm able to coach with him now, and so it's just been a great opportunity, and it's been a great program, and Yeah, I like when you build me up, though, man. It makes me feel good.
Indeed. Our East High football legend this week, Brian Jepson. When we come back, we'll have the second half. The East High Black Raiders will have the football on offense.
You don't just play, you game. United Sports Academy at CNOS Fieldhouse has every field for every player. 20,000 square feet of turf, 3 batting cages, volleyball courts, basketball courts, pickleball, and more. If you got game, you got to get to United Sports Academy. Challenge yourself and sign up for programs, teams, or even rent the facility. Lessons, sports clinics, and training for every athlete. Get your game on at United Sports Academy. Online at usportsacad.com.
This perfect ring is for Allie from Zach. They married without a diamond ring right before Zach went to serve his country. And now he's back. Jake and Sarah successfully pitched a big client together over a year ago. They got along very well. So well, in fact, Jake's about to pitch Sarah a proposal. Every diamond tells a story, but there's no story like yours. And there's no diamond like a Greenberg's diamond. Greenberg's Jewelers, a cut above the rest.
That is the Greenberg Jewelry halftime show. 14-7 is your score here as we get set for the second half. See highlights of tonight's game on KCAU Sports Zone at 10 o'clock with Anthony Mitchell. Tomorrow night's schedule, and it's a good one. Rob Maynard and myself will be at number 2 ranked Spirit Lake. We'll play number 8 ranked Algona. Mitch McCumber, Riley Lillenquist, and his crew will be at Hinton versus Lamar's Galen. And then Saturday, Brad Newitt will have an outstanding game from Sioux Falls. Harrisburg versus O'Gorman. Go to Metro Sports TV for next week's schedule and the schedule going on that as Metro Sports is going to Des Moines as West Des Moines Valley, defending state champions in football and basketball, will become one of our featured schools. Looking forward to that.
Yeah, he's got some good games on tap. I also want to bring up, because I know I talked to him today, he said he was going to tune in and watch the game tonight, our all-state center in the class of 84, Kevin K. Yep, he didn't miss a snap. This guy was money, man. There was no botch snaps to him and Alan Burns, so he was money, and he was the leader of getting that offense going, and it took him all the way to the Dome to the state title.
I met Kevin this summer.
Played some golf with him. That's what.
Yeah.
Because when I talked to him, he goes, "Hey, the guy you worked with, Pat Schultz." Yeah, he said, "Boy, you're a heck of a golfer." I go, "I know, I've seen it."
I'm washed up, brother. So, if you like what you're seeing, please scan on our QR code. This helps Metro Sports continue to bring you the best in high school sports in this area. We would appreciate any help we can get, and stay tuned for the Wall of Fame Player of the Game afterwards, and there's plenty of outstanding performances in that first half. Very impressed with the play calling of Glenwood, the patience, which they're known for, but the quarterback Cole Stout in his first start, outstanding job, and James Reed, the outstanding tailback. Boy.
Yeah, I think if you look at it, Glenwood, I mean, the way they had a game plan this is to keep that East offense off the field, take care of the ball, move it down the field, and run clock, and they were successful doing that, especially after getting down 14-0. They didn't panic. They kept to their game plan, and it's been pretty effective for them going into the second half.
In East High, Cal Jepson showed exactly what he could do. He would be 6 for 6. Well, he is 6 for 6 through one pass away, 6 out of 7.
Yeah.
But they've had the ball 3 times, scored twice. Yep. Almost scored the third time, just a tough fumble call over there. Miles Wagger trying to make a play. Made a great play catching the football. Couldn't quite tuck it in. Took a hit. Ball came loose and was recovered by Glenwood. But Cal has done very well. Loudon Grimsley, got to see him touch the football a little more.
And the thing is that just the amount of plays. I'm used to seeing the East games that East we're up in like 70, 80 plays, and I think, they're down to like in the 20, 25 play range. Just haven't had the ball much, like you said, 4 series. 2 of them were touchdowns. The one was a turnover, and then right before half, they just had a minute and kind of just ran the clock out. So they'll get the ball here the second half. We'll see this high-powered offense get her going and hit all those. You got Yates, you got Grimsley, you got Shepard, you got a lot of weapons back there, Wager in the backfield. So we're ready for a second half, Pat.
Thank to all of our East High football sponsors and advertisers, including Central Bank, Vernati Morticars, Greenberg Jewelry, Sioux City Tarps, Baumgars, Rose Point After, Bodega Grill, Manly Olbeck Chiropractor, Ryan Stussy at Allstate Insurance, Family First Dental, Iowa Lakes Community College, South Dakota State, H2O to go, Osteo Strong of Sioux City, United Sports Academy, and the Wall of Fame and State tuned for our Wall of Fame player of the game. So Loudon Grimsley is back there. We want to see him touch the ball. Instead, they kick the ball to Chris Ford. He's just as dangerous. Chris is going to try to get to the outside, cuts it up nicely. Got hit around, maybe around the face mask. East High Black Raiders were saying that. It looked like it. Chris wanted one, and they didn't see it, and they're going to put the ball down at the 25-yard line. So Cal Jepson will bring the East High Black Raider offense back on the field. Very efficient in the first half. The East High offense brought to you by Sioux City Tarps. Loudon Grimsley is one wide receiver. John Yates the other. John with a catch. Loudon Grimsley with one catch for 48 yards. Quentin Ashcroft, Miles Wagger, Austin Shepard in the backfield. The quarterback is Cal Jepson. Up front, Zake Lowndes, Rashawn Marshall, Braden Fahrenholtz, Clinton Welch, and Isaiah King. They weren't on the field very much, but they moved it. Cal Jepson rolls, ball fakes, goes to a quick screen, out to Claiborne. He's going to turn it in, and the big sophomore at 6'3" gets his first touch and leans forward for about 3 yards. It's going to be 2nd down and 7 for the East High Black Raiders.
Yeah, nice there, a little catch there by Claiborne on a backward screen there to the tight end, and good play there on the defense for Glenwood, making a hard tackle.
Drew Schroeder came up and made a nice tackle. He's a linebacker. Another senior, 6'2". So 2nd down, 7 yards to go. Jepson turns, hands the ball to Miles Wagger. Good quick stop. There he pops it up the middle, and he's to the outside. Wagger to the 50, looking for a block. Gets over Grimsley. He's to the 30. Miles Wagger inside the 10. Touchdown. Nope, they're going to say out of bounds. Nope, the side judge says touchdown, which it was. How can he make that call? That's a touchdown run. They're going to say he's out at the 1. The side judge came from the other side of, the referee came from the other side as the side judge nearer was going to call a touchdown. What a play by Miles Wagger.
Yeah, I don't know. We got a flag over here, too. I don't think Grimsley got in front of the guy on a block over there, so I can't believe.
What an effort there as we look at the replay right there as Wagger tears off. Grimsley gets out in front, and I can't believe they called him out of bounds. That's a touchdown.
Yeah, there's a touchdown on the run. There's a great burst by Wagger. You see the speed that he has, the great burst, and it looks like they're picking the flag up, and from what we saw there, Grimsley with his speed, he got in front of the guy. He got his shoulders in front of the guy. There wasn't a block. He wasn't pushed in the back or anything.
What a team play by Grimsley. They're going to say he stepped out of bounds at the 5. We didn't see that. Well, they must have collided as the official collided with one of the coaches there. So that was what the flag was, but it's going to be 1st and goal at the 1-yard line, and I hope Miles gets his breath. No, he's out right now as they're going to go with Breifogel at the tailback, Cal Jepson the quarterback, as Wagger's burst. And a great play by Grimsley. Handoff to Breifogel. He's going to lean in there, and he's going to get himself his touch. Nope, they're going to say, yep. Come on, there he goes. Finally, the side judge gives him the touchdown. Maybe, nope. Yep, that touchdown, East High Black Raiders. Come on, make up your mind, fellas. Already took one touchdown away. There it is. There's finally Huey Johnson says enough of this. Touchdown, East High, as Miles Wagger with a big 60-yard burst scores the touchdown, or sets up the touchdown for East High, and they take a 20-7 lead.
Yeah, and what we're saying, explosive offense, or explosive run there by Miles Wagger. Great to see him. When he gets in the open field, you see that burst. Just too bad it wasn't given as a 66-yard touchdown run.
65-yard run by Miles Wagger. Breifogel's 1-yard run makes it 21-7, just like this. And East High rolling with that offense. Miles Wagger worked very hard on his strength, his quickness, and he run it, and you saw it right there.
Yeah, nice burst there, a good cutback, good vision in the field. So outstanding run there, and a great way for East High to start this second half, getting on the board. Whether it pass, run, it's a multi-dimensional team on the offense. They can pass, they can run, and that's what they want to showcase.
And Loudon Grimsley with a big hustle play, getting out there, running interference beautifully, didn't hold, got his hands up. Well done, good teamwork by East High. They lead 21-7. Wagger's 65-yard burst gives him over 90 yards here tonight. Big night for the senior Miles Wagger, as Glenwood will get the football They consumed the football a lot in that first half. I'm sure they'll stick with their game plan. Nice, safe plays. And,
yeah, it's still early in the second half. I mean, you still got really 2 full quarters left. You want to execute and drive down and score and take time off. And I imagine their goal is to keep it a 1-score game, getting late into the fourth quarter where they have a shot.
Morrell will kick it off for the Black Raiders. Trey Darden waiting back inside his own 5-yard line. 21-7, East High. Thursday night special, opening football here on Metro Sports. Watch us all season long. High kick and making the catch and coming up. Getting a block right there and popping out is Darden. He may go. Has one man to beat, and he is brought down at the 35-yard line as he pops out of there. Trey Darden, the senior, makes a big kickoff return right there, and they're right back in the football game.
Yeah, just what Glenwood needed. A big special teams play, put them in good field position. Yeah, nice burst. We're seeing some guys with some speed out here today. Boy, he turned the Jets on, too, to get out there.
You saw Darden popping out of there, and he was one step from breaking. Good hustle right there by Chris Loggins, the outstanding basketball player for Raz Vanderloo. Chris Loggins saved a touchdown right there.
Yep, good hustle there by Loggins to get out there and make that play.
So first down, Cole Stout is the quarterback. Efficient first half for the big senior. Hands the ball off to Reed, who bounces to the outside this time, and he has 5 yards, and we're got a penalty, and that was from the umpire, and normally when that one comes down, you got yourself a hold, and this one may be coming back. Been a relatively clean game, and it is a hold. So Reed's going to have a nice run taken away from him right there. First down hold. It's going to bring first down and 20 now. It's back by midfield. Tough play right there.
Yeah, tough way to start on a hold penalty. Set you back.
They got that one on the inside on Mason Kohler, who's been outstanding, 250-pound junior. Mason's throwing his hands up saying, "What I do?" That'll nullify a 5-yard run and make it first down and 18 from the 44-yard line. Big kick return by Darden. Outstanding opener by both football teams.
Yeah, well played. Limited, you got a few turnovers, but a few penalties. But yeah, really a well played game, first game.
Coach Mike Winkelpleck doing a great job in his 4th season here at East High. Playoff verse, and he's got a good and still young football team this year. 10:30 to go. Stout will look on 1st and 18. Fires, look out, lucky to get that one back. Chris Ford was trying for his 2nd interception of the game, and Dane Milton came up and gave Jack Johnson quite a pop right there, and Jack's still feeling like he might have a cramp as the East High players pick it up and says, "We'll stretch it out for you." And the Glenwood trainer says, "I'll take care of that, guys." So these East High kids, you've been around them a little bit. Over the years, they are a bunch of great guys, and you saw it right there.
Sportsmanship at its finest, trying to help the kid with the cramp. So yeah.
So it's our first on a hot, humid night. We're going to take a little break right there. It's 21-7. Miles Wagger's burst of 66 yards set up the touchdown. When we come back, Glenwood is threatening already.
Oh, hello, Italian nightclub from Jimmy John's. Chow, freshly baked bread piled high with Italian-style meats and provolone. Hey to you too, hand-sliced veggies. Oil and vinegar, oregano and basil. Nice to see ya. Am I obsessed with this sandwich? Yes. Should I see someone about that? Probably. Jimmy John's. Order online or on the app.
Glenwood with the football. 2nd down and 18 as Johnson is going to get those cramps taken care of by his manager. After the East High kids, a nice attempt to see it. And so Cole Stout will survey this defense of the East High Black Raiders, facing a very good secondary that has played very well. Going to turn, hand the football off on first carry of the night that time, as they gave the ball off to Tristan Ludwig, and the junior was hit pretty hard right there by the Black Raiders. Pittenger over there to make the play. It's going to bring down a 3rd down and 18 for Glenwood.
And this is where you want to get off the field. You hate those 3rd and longs, especially at 3rd and 18. You just hate to give up a big play like this. So I imagine we'll see a little pressure on the quarterback, and let's get the Black Raiders off the field.
Black Raiders have just been rushing 4 normally, have not sent the blitz. Facing a spread right here. Scott Reed is to the right. He has been the screen look. They set up, Stout in trouble, going to be rushed. It's away. Now he's going to just throw the ball away. Has great pressure there. We said that East High hadn't blitzed all night. They send their first one. And Jack Ullman, the basketball player, inside at 6'5", 215, gets a nice pressure.
Yeah, they got some big rangy kids in there. Jack Ullman's another one, big tall kid, strong kid. They had like a little pump and go down there on the sideline, and had the East had that bracketed with double coverage. So Claiborne on the back end and Ford on the front end.
The pass coverage by the East High secondary has been very good. We knew that. That is the strength of their football team. As Chris Ford and Loudon Grimsley step back as the Rams look to pin the Black Raiders deep here. And that's a high tail dragger. Get the job done. Takes a good bounce. Let it go there, kid. He touched it down at the 9-yard line. Had to let it bounce one more time. Would have been inside the 5. So mission accomplished by the Glenwood Rams.
Yeah, nice little kick. You got it down to the 10. Angled it away to the sideline, so there was no return. And the Black Raiders got 90 yards of field in front of them.
Sports Zone tonight at 10 p.m. on KCAU. Join Anthony Mitchell as he will have highlights of this football game. As about the only one in action. There's some games on the eastern side of the state. Big games here tomorrow night as most of the teams will have their opener. Here comes that East High offense. Been explosive tonight. Miles Wagger with a big run, setting up a touchdown. Burst by Breifogel. It's 21-7. Cal Jepson leads this offense. Cal has been outstanding again tonight. Very efficient. Has the junior. Goes to Miles Wagger. Miles dances, breaks a few tackles, and gets the better part of 4 yards. Has not much running room, but we've seen both the tailback for the Glenwood Rams, Scott Reed, and Miles Wagger. They just know how to run the football.
Yeah, it looked like it wasn't much there, but he nifty little run to get about 3 yards there.
Miles Wagger coming in just about 100 yards. Loudon Grimsley to the right. As Cal Jepson's going to step up under duress, going to let that thing fly. Has Grimsley out there, and he makes the catch at the 40. Breaks a tackle. Loudon Grimsley to the 30. How did he do it?
Yeah, the ball got kind of hung up there a little bit. Loudon Grimsley pinpointed it nice, and there you have the USD commit hauling it in.
It's Cal Jepson throws it in. Ball was actually deflected. Gain of 60 on the play. First down, second big play of the night. Jepson to Grimsley, who has over 100 yards now, receiving in 2 receptions. Wagger dancing, cuts it through, and slams it in. Good power run right there by Miles Wagger. Picks up about 5 yards. This is an outstanding offense for the Black Raiders. Can hit you in many different ways.
Yeah, with Grimsley, you can see his speed. The ball actually was in the air for 50 yards. I mean, and it kind of, that's a deep ball. And boy, Grimsley, like I said, he's committed to USD, and he showed his speed there.
There's a shot, or the play clock is going down. Mike Winkelplex said, hey, why is it down so far? Why don't you change it and reset it? As East High on the run, on the move again on another explosive play by Jepson to Grimsley. Cal being recruited by, after an outstanding baseball season, big schools. Looking at Cal Jepson as he let that one fly. Remember, he's coming off a serious knee injury. Fires it again right there beautifully and knocked out of bounds as they come and make the play right there as they go to Ashcroft. And the 6'2", 175-pound junior takes it for a positive gain. Cal Jepson has such a quick release.
Yeah, and Quentin Ashcraft's been an outstanding receiver. Him and Cal have been playing football together since the 4th grade. So they've had a lot of timing together. They
first down as they go dive right up the middle this time as Wagger was out, so they went to
looks like Brecken, yep. And I watched him in the scrimmage. He's a tough runner too. So they got different backs they can go to get Wagger a break.
Didn't quite get his pads down like that. He'll learn after a few more carries. As no gain on the play. As stepping up there for Glenwood, who has their backs against the wall here at the 15. Jepson turns. There's that quick pass. Beautiful head, breaking a tackle, cutting it back, and going into the end zone for the touchdown. Goes Austin Shepard. What a play. The junior on the quick spot pass, got a block beautifully, put his head down and scores. So Shepard scores. It's 27-7 East High.
Yeah, nice quick throw. Nice catch by Shepard. And nice little run to finish it off. Broke a tackle path there to get in the end zone, and that was a quick strike.
Some 15 yards. Cal Jepson touchdown pass. His second of the night, and nice play by Austin Shepard as he goes in and scores.
Yep. Nice block there also. That was Quentin Ashcraft with the block. A little bubble route there, a little bubble route to Shepard. Quentin with the block, and he breaks a tackle too and scores. So just like that, we're 28-7.
Big plays are the name of the game here in the second half for the East High Black Raiders. A 60-yard pass to Loudon Grimsley sets up Austin Shepard's touchdown pass from Cal Jepson. When we come back, the East High Black Raiders lead at 28-7.
You don't just play, you game. United Sports Academy at CNOS Fieldhouse has every field for every player. 20,000 square feet of turf, 3 batting cages, volleyball courts, basketball courts, pickleball, and more. If you got game, you got to get to United Sports Academy. Challenge yourself and sign up for programs, teams, or even rent the facility. Lessons, sports clinics, and training for every athlete. Get your game on at United Sports Academy. Online at usportsacad.com.
This perfect ring is for Allie from Zach. They married without a diamond ring right before Zach went to serve his country. And now he's back. Jake and Sarah successfully pitched a big client together over a year ago. They got along very well. So well, in fact, Jake's about to pitch Sarah a proposal. Every diamond tells a story, but there's no story like yours. And there's no diamond like a Greenberg's diamond. Greenberg's Jewelers, a cut above the rest.
Remember, you can rewatch all these games, including this one tonight, on demand at Metro Sports TV, 28-7, as the Black Raiders, this time they're going to keep the ball away from Darden, who had a big kickoff last time, and East High's down there in a hurry. As they come, the ball's loose, and I believe the Black Raiders got it.
Yeah, it was stripped loose.
Stripping the ball loose. And they got, I believe, Yates made the strip, and the recovery made nicely by number 20 there, as they came down and made the play, as Isaiah Grant, just a freshman.
Divine Adams
makes the play, as there's the strip, and what a play by the East High Black Raiders right in front of their coaching staff, and that's a hustle play again tonight, as the Black Raiders up 28-7 now have the football game and have a chance to take full command right here at the 27-yard line.
You got to think maybe a big strike right after a turnover if he'll go right to the end zone here.
They have trips to the right, Shepard or to the left, Shepard to the right. Cal Jepson scrambles, gonna fire it, and Cal tried to make a play, but wisely kept the ball out of bounds. Nobody was going to catch that unless they caught it out of bounds, as Cal did not want to take the loss. And there's that instinct that he has.
Yeah, they got good pressure that time. They put some heat, and he had to roll to the right, so he tried to put it in there.
Has been mentioned to me, who does Cal Jepson remind you of? And Drew Brees comes to mind.
Height-wise, and he kind of scrambles. He's got a good job throwing. And
there's that quick side pass, but this time a lot of pressure by Glenwood, who is not afraid to send some players, as we've seen tonight. And that one was broken up from the get-go. And being up a 3rd down and 10, just like that. As we're trying for the quick one.
Yeah, good heat there, good pressure, like by Glenwood, though.
As Longmire came in on the blitz. 3rd down and 10 right here. East High trying to make it a 4-touchdown game. Cal Jepson looks, taken away, fires. That ball is going to be picked off. Monose Kasongo stopped on his route and was picked off nicely. And Monose is going to learn from that, as Drew Schroeder, the senior, made the pick. Monose stopped on the play, and we have an East High Black Raider on the interception down.
Yeah, that was a good pick. Yeah, you just got to keep coming. Like a slant, big target there. You got to wall him off and get in front of him.
And that could be Monose Kasongo down on the field right there, as a little inexperienced that time, as the defender did a nice job of slowing him up. Monose stopped and Cal threw it directly to where the ball was supposed to be, and we'll be back right after this. So Glenwood staying in the football game with a big third down pick.
H2O for You is your water store. H2O for You is the solution for cleaner dishes, clothes, showers, and tubs, and water that tastes fantastic. Your water store will even test your family's water for free. And all of our equipment comes with free basic installation. Having issues with your current water system? Your water store services most brands. Have the clean, soft, great-tasting water your family deserves. Go to softwater.com or call 258-SOFT today.
Big play by Drew Schroeder, the senior safety, makes the play. The interception. Monte Casango is okay. Probably a little more disappointed than anything else. As under center, they go with a quick dive, and why not? As give that ball to Reed with his full head of steam, and he just goes for 6 yards.
Yeah, a little dive play there, just a quick blast, and 5 yards up the middle.
Nice blocking up front by the Rams, and it's a first down. We got another cramp. Nicholas Delaney, the senior, 6'1", 290. They fouled that big fella right there, and a good first down gain as big interception keeps Glenwood around. Had it gotten to 35-7, then you're thinking, oh boy. But
yeah, 28-7, you get a score here, and you got a two-score game, and there's still a lot of time left.
6:32 to go. Second turnover by the East High Black Raiders. They lead 28-7 here tonight as they opened up the scoring, going 58 yards. Now Wagner with a 4-yard touchdown run to make it 7-0. They recovered a quick fumble by the Rams and a 12-yard touchdown pass from Cal Jepson to Monte Casango made it 14-0, and things didn't look very good as East High was driving again. Fumbled deep in the territory. Rams on a 9-minute drive. So they got that. Simonetti scored on a 10-yard touchdown pass to make it 10-yard touchdown run to make it 14-7. The East High Black Raiders in the second half. Miles Wagner's 66-yard burst set up a 1-yard touchdown by Greifvogel to make it 21-7, and then Austin Shepard caught a 14-yard touchdown pass from Cal Jepson to make it 28-7.
Yeah, the only thing you can do is see what
we are right now after the turnover by East High.
They ran on that play.
Second down and 5 for the Glenwood Rams. Good numbers across the way, as they normally do. Good program down there.
Yeah, very good. Always in the playoffs, always solid teams. Good sports programs, basketball, wrestling.
Stout tries to get to the outside. He's going to hand wrestle with Chris Ford, and Chris is going to stick with him, force him out of bounds. It was not Ford that time, as coming up there nicely for East High.
It's like Hamilton, Tanner Hamilton, sophomore stepping in there. Yep.
The quarterback, he wasn't going to give up. 8-9 got those mixed up. But nice play by Tanner Hamilton, the sophomore. Stout is very stout at 6'1", 215, and he wouldn't give it up. So it's going to bring down a third down and 4. Normally that just means 2 carries by Scott Reed. They're going to stay under center again. They're going to go with a wide pitch. There's a block and no gain right there. Nice play. Pittenger up on the play to stop that one. A little surprising that Scott Reed doesn't touch the football on these two plays.
Yeah, especially and going north and south too. The one thing I gave up, this Glenwood team, they're Rams. They're a physical team, and we knew that every year. They're pretty physical. They play a physical style of football.
They absolutely do. You've got to bring your lunch pail to play these people. Jacob Greifvogel, the outstanding junior, 6'2", 210 pounds, has been outstanding. This is going to be fourth down, not third down. As the big surprise, they went that way. There's the punt. As the tail dragger is going to be caught by Ford. He's going to try to get the outside, cuts it back, and bring it off to the 34-yard line as no flags down. It's been a rather clean game for an opener as both teams are prepared to play. And East High will have the football. And with 5:29 to go on a hot night, up 28-7, what are we going to do offensively here? Jeps?
I think they might, I think they're probably going to run the ball. I mean, the last time they tried to go, they got some pressure there by Glenwood. They might want to counter with a couple of those screens, a screen to Wagner or something, if that pressure. But I would think they're going to give a couple carries first. Probably get this clock moved down a little bit, you know what I mean? Kind of shorten the game, especially with a 3-touchdown lead.
Grimsley will be to the right. He has caught 2 big plays. Quentin Ashcroft is to the left. He's out wide. Cal Jepson will hand the ball off to Miles Wager. Miles gets a block, cannot shake the Ram defender, and he's brought down from behind. Had he got away from him, look out, as London McCormick made a nice play right there, holding on to Miles Wager.
Yeah, it looked like if he would have got by that, he would have got another 9-10 yards downfield.
He's trying to get over the 100-yard mark with 5:06 to go in the third quarter. Has a touchdown tonight and a 66-yard dash, knocked out of bounds at the 1-yard line. Second down and 8. Jepson, the quarterback, with quick motion on this side, uses those quick feet, loads up, wants to go long. Cal taking his time. Now he'll just throw it away. I believe He throws it, and it's caught beautifully by Yates. Oh, how do you do? Cal Jepson threw that in the only place it could be caught, and John Yates made the play.
I'd like to say I taught him that, but my goodness, look at the footwork here. That's some good footwork on the sideline, rolling out. And boy, and a catch by Yates, putting it on the money on the run. So yeah, wow.
Cal Jepson with another huge play. What a quarterback the junior is. Here's Wager looking, finds some yardage, gain of 5 right up the middle to the 20-yard line as the crowd went nuts as Cal Jepson used his feet, his instincts to evade, and he stayed. We saw that last year as a sophomore. He'll stay in that pocket. He'll take a hit. He did, and he threw the football. Only place John Yates could catch it.
He's kind of got a good ability to kind of nifty with his feet, to move around, to find the open way to throw it. And yeah, and that play there just kind of showed it.
Big night for Cal Jepson. Here's Wager again, bouncing it right up the middle, and he's going to be very close to his first down. They're going to mark him at about the 18-yard line. Now they're going to move it up to the 17, so it's going to be 3rd down and 1. What a play by this explosive East High Black Raider offense. And what a catch by John Yates. John's seen the football twice tonight, both times big plays.
And we talked about him. You get the ball close to him, that guy's got some sure hands. He brings it in.
3rd down and 1 for East High. Pop the ball off, is trying to get the first down as Grecken is going to be very close to it. I believe they're going to give him a front foot spot, and that would be a 1st down.
Nice tough run there by Grecken, you know, stretching and reaching for that 1st down marker.
He's a kid you talked about in the pregame that you thought.
I saw him, yeah. I've seen him in practice, and I had the scrimmage. He got some good carries and runs hard, and he's a guy that can give, Wager and Breifogel and some breaks.
There's that quick out as Ashcroft makes the catch. Great timing, great arm strength by Jepson. Knocked out of bounds at about the 5-yard line, and will be 2nd down and goal from the 5. Nice play right there. We got a penalty flag, I believe, and looks like they're talking to East High Black Raiders.
I think they're calling a legal man downfield.
Man downfield on the offense. 5-yard penalty for the
Joe Jepson just wanted an explanation right there. One of the linemen got out there a little quick. Quick pass like that.
He'd have to got out there pretty quick. That was released pretty quick, so I'm not sure who they called it on.
The umpire made the call, so be a lineman, I suppose. I don't know. So it's going to be 1st down and 15 as Ashcroft's nifty gain is brought back. Under 3 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. 28-7, East High Black Raiders. Play action fake. Jepson rolls, brings it out there shortly to Claiborne. He's going to try to make a play, and jumps in there to about the 17-yard line. Nice little play right there. Safe play.
Yep.
Sets down to 2nd and 11.
And they want to get Claiborne. He's kind of just a big bruiser. He can run, big, strong kid. Get him out there with the ball. Good hands, too. Just a good athlete. Playing both ways, playing on defense and coming over and playing some tight end.
Kaysen loves to play football. 2nd down and 11, 28-7. Here's the score. Jepson turns, looks, fires it out there. Ball caught, knocking it around and getting off and going. And that's Yates, I believe, to about the 3-yard line. What an effort right there. It is.
Yeah, a quick pass, a nice catch, breaks a tackle, and drags it down to the 2-yard line. Really good job.
Grimsley with another outstanding block to pop John Yates out of there. That play looked like it was going nowhere, and it picks up a 1st and goal for East High at the 3-yard line. What a play by John Yates. Another play by John Yates. Another great block by Loudon Grimsley.
Yeah.
1:58 to go, and East High's going to take their time now as they're going to try to wear down this big Ram football team. Breyfogle, the big sets come in for the East High Black Raiders. Breyfogle is the tailback. Under center is Jepson. Deep handoff to Breyfogle, puts his head down, gets to about the 1 yard line as they just crash inside there as Colin Pittenger came off the bench to lead interference right there. The big defensive end gets the block down to about the 1 yard line. Cal Jepson out of the old-fashioned eye there. We've got a delay of the game here just a little bit. And East High kids, they said, come on, let's go. We want to get in that end zone.
Yeah, you know what? I've noticed it right down to the end zone. They've gone under center a few times, so.
Jepson, the quarterback, deep handoff again. Breyfogle slashes in. Touchdown, East High. It's 34-7.
Yeah, that was a nice drive there. Way to finish with some great pass catches. Finishing off with a tough run there by Breyfogle, hammering it in.
Cal Jepson's 50-yard pass to John Yates. It was a dandy. Set up the touchdown run by Breyfogle from 4 yards out. And what a play right there. And it's now as Burrell goes in for the kick. This big crowd has been treated some big plays by the Black Raiders. Kick is up. Kick is good. And it's 35-7. The East High Black Raiders, they lead here in this opener against the Glenwood Rams. Black Raiders starting to pull away.
You and Metro Sports TV have teamed up to give you the most complete sports coverage in Siouxland. Watch live full broadcasts of local high school sports on SiouxlandProud.com. Just click Live Sporting Events under the Sports tab. KCAU 9 and Metro Sports TV. We're Siouxland proud.
Banking isn't just about financial products. It's about service and what we can do for you. Those personal touches are at the core of who we are at Central Bank. Decisions are made locally by people who get to know you. And while a lot has changed since 1877, we're still committed to our customers and to being the best bank in every community we serve. Central Bank, member FDIC.
We're back 35-7. Pat Schultz, Brian Jepson here tonight. We've talked a lot of talk about this East High Black Raider offense. A lot of young kids returning. The offensive line bigger and stronger this year. Miles Wagger showing his talents, and they have not disappointed.
No, but looking very good, getting things in sync. I got to say, coming out of that second half, the defense has really stiffened up too.
Indeed, 35-7 as Darden stands back there and wait, and we've seen him run it. They don't want to kick it to him anymore. Ball's caught and stepping out of bounds, but these Tigers come flying down there. They got some young kids that really want to play some football on the special teams. They made some plays.
Yep, it's their time to get in, time to shine, and we've got guys hustling on all units.
Flying down there was Devine Adams Jr., and we've seen Devine make some good plays. He's going to stay out there defensively and work at his cornerback position. And he's a dynamic football player.
Yeah, he's got some really good speed. Yeah, he's played on the offense. He's played some running back before, defensive back. So he's an athletic young man, and he's in there early to get some reps here now.
I shouldn't say this, but I'm going to say this. He's so divine.
He is.
1:06 to go. Boy, that's bad. 35-7 is your score. East High Black Raiders playing some good football against a good football team. Stout throws. There's some great coverage, and we're going to probably have a hold, I believe, by the East High Black Raiders. That came from the side judge. And there's some mix-up right there. Chris Ford plays so aggressively at that cornerback, and I think they got him holding on there, trying the little NFL play right there by Chris Ford.
Yeah, they do. They play tight coverage, and they got to assume right now, too, Glenwood's going to have to move the ball, throw the ball, and try to, score quickly, and that plays right into the East High with a strong secondary.
They did give Chris Ford the hold right there. If you like what you're seeing, please scan our QR code and help Metro Sports TV continue to bring the best in high school sports in this area. Your help is appreciated, as Metro Sports will have 2 football games tomorrow. Rob Maynard and myself will be up in Spirit Lake. Big one there. Number 2 ranked Spirit Lake against number 8 Algona. That's going to be a good one, as a couple of good quarterbacks there, including Drew Mansky, who's going to Iowa State for Algona. Stout fires one in there, and that's great coverage, again, by the East High Black Raiders as Breifeld, the linebacker, dropped back and got in front of Johnson, knocked that one away.
Yep, getting that hook zone, and then, yeah, good double coverage there. Yeah, thinking about that Algona game, that's where you're going to be tomorrow night?
We'll be there.
Yeah, the quarterback there for Algona committed to Iowa State, high recruit, one of the top-rated quarterbacks in the state of Iowa, so you'll get to see him firsthand.
You bet. Spirit Lake ranked number 2. We'll be up there to watch that. Mitch McCumber and his group will be at Hinton, between Hinton and Lamar's. And then a big one on Saturday night as Scott Reed's going to get his usual hard-fought 6 yards right up the middle. What a running back this junior is, as Brad Newitt and his crew will be in Sioux Falls, Harrisburg. What a powerhouse they are against traditional power O'Gorman. Harrisburg versus O'Gorman Saturday on Metro Sports. If you like football, on Metro Sports all season long. And our fine partners at KCAU, SiouxlandProud.com. And we'll be journeying down to Des Moines as West Des Moines Valley is going to become one of Metro Sports TV's featured schools. Here's Reed with a head of steam, bounces to the outside. I'll tell you what, he's going to see in film a couple carries this year. If he bounces outside, he's really going to go. He likes contact too much.
Yeah, he does. He likes to lower his shoulder, and he likes to head in there, have some contact.
It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 2, I believe. Nope, I'm going to say 4th down. Did we misplay in there? We're going to have end of the 3rd quarter. Nevertheless, when we come back, we're going to have a 4th down and short for Glenwood. The Black Raiders lead it here in the opener. Thursday night special, they lead it 35-7.
Jackrabbits don't wait to see what the future holds. They build it. At South Dakota State University, the next generation's leaders are preparing to launch. They're focusing on growth, and they're reaching new heights of excellence across vital industries. SDSU is building something greater for South Dakota and the world. Join us.
Banking isn't just about financial products. It's about service and what we can do for you. Those personal touches are at the core of who we are at Central Bank. Decisions are made locally by people who get to know you. And while a lot has changed since 1877, we're still committed to our customers and to being the best bank in every community we serve. Central Bank, member FDIC.
Big play here, 4th and 2. Stout's going to keep the ball, and he is not going to get his 1st down unless they give him a forward spot, as coming in there and making a big hit for the East High Black Raiders right there was Claiborne, and Dane Milton, I think, was the last one. This is, I thought it was 3rd down. And they have 4th down on the side, and it's going to be very close as Dane Milton came up.
Boy, he came in a bad way too. That was a hard hit, hard runner, and a hard tackle right in the hole.
So we'll see how close they are for the 1st down. He is going to be a little short, I believe. And East High Black Raiders, that was a 4th down. Boy, we missed one somewhere in there at 35-7. So what a play by Dane Milton, the senior All-State safety, comes up from the way up and makes a big play on a good quarterback.
Yeah, nice fill in there, and shuts down the Glenwood drive.
Watch all of our free and live broadcasts and then on demand on Metro Sports YouTube. Metro Sports has gone to YouTube. We also feature on-demand replays, player coaches interviews on our social media. As Metro Sports, we're right into it. Going 3 nights in a row here, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. All of this on Metro Sports and brought to you by our great advertisers. If you'd like to advertise on Metro Sports, please give us a call. We'll take you. Cal Jepson's going to turn flat-footed out for Grimsley, and this one just underthrown a little bit, and Cal took one pretty hard that time as they got a hold of him.
Yeah,
finally, as took a big hit.
I tell you what, you can see that Grimsley speed though. I mean, I think Cal you got to get that ball and wing it because he can fly down the field.
Oh boy, he is going to be something else. bring up second down as Cal Jepson's been extremely efficient tonight. Mason Lunning, who has played very well at the defensive end spot, came in and made Cal throw that ball just a little before, couldn't quite get set as he threw it. Miles Wagger's probably next carry, might give him over 100 yards. They're going to go with a spot pass very quickly out to Shepard. Austin has a touchdown tonight, going to pick up 10 yards right there, and that's that offense. Cal Jepson's so quick, but again, Loudon Grimsley out there with another great block.
Yep. And then it's Shepard with a nice catch, and he's got some good speed too, big, strong kid. So there's a lot of different weapons they can throw to with Shepard and Yates and Grimsley. You got Wager in the backfield. You got Claiborne coming over, Monasey at tight end. So there's some
Ashcroft's
Ashcroft, and and Ashcroft's got some great hands.
Well, when you have a good quarterback who can really chuck it, makes everybody good. Here's Miles Wagger, and I think that'll get Miles over 100 yards here tonight. Big game for the senior. He has worked extremely hard this summer, noticeably just bigger, quicker, and we've seen it here tonight. Miles Wagger
put a lot of time in it this summer, weight room, on the track, running. So yeah, we're seeing it tonight, and offensively, passing and running the ball, it's been effective for the Black Raiders.
Play coming in, first down for East High, 10:48 to go, 35-7, they lead. East High has an outstanding schedule this season. Cal Jepson backfires. Now he's going to lay it up there long, and it is caught for a touchdown. Nope, couldn't hold on. As Yates was fighting for it, and when he hit the ground, it bounced out. Nice looking play right there.
Yeah, I thought he pulled it in at first. Must have bounced out right on the ground contact.
Good coverage by the Rams. You see it right here. Little flip out there, and it just couldn't quite pull that one in. As nice looking play. Cal Jepson has 2 touchdown passes tonight, looking for his third right there. 10:34 to go. Drop back this time, set up the screen. Miles Wagger has blockers out in front, goes behind him nicely, breaks a tackle, and we're going to have a shot in the back as Miles is going to score. This one's coming back as they got him from behind. Didn't need the block, but got it nonetheless, and all the hankies came down that time.
Yeah, and that was set up really nice. Didn't even need it. Miles had the seam.
Yep, they weren't going to tackle Miles Wagger right there, and that's going to take a touchdown. Been a very clean game tonight, and unfortunate right there. So one of the receivers cracking back a little bit. Got from behind, and that takes away the touchdown from Miles Wagger. Boy, that's a very effective play, and it's called just at the right time.
Yeah,
got Glenwood in a blitz and made the play.
Yeah, you start rushing, then you got to think, well, hey, they got a good screen. You can get burnt big time on the screen game.
Second down and 13. Next Black Raider game, we'll have them another Thursday night special against rival Heelan right here at Olsen Field on the 12th. Quick spot out to Grimsley, trying to break a tackle. Does. And the speedster tries to get outside. He has made 2 big catches for 104 yards, but now he has 3 for 107 yards. But the big thing about Loudon Grimsley tonight is a couple of blocks he's thrown.
Yeah, and not only that in his running ability and his catching ability, but the way he hustles and blocks, I'm really impressed with the effort all over the field.
He's going to split out to the right now as Cal Jepson's going to face a 3rd down and 10. Yates goes in motion. He's dangerous, turns it up. Jepson's going to look that way, fires it, and that's a beauty to John Yates. Well-designed play. John's trying to get in the end zone, and Cal Jepson on the run hits John Yates just as he turned around. Beautiful play, first down.
Yeah, nice play there. Good design, rolling to the right, and I just zip the ball in there.
Oh, boy. I'm telling you, it's Drew Brees, buddy. First down, East High. Big night for Cal Jepson. Gonna ball fake it here. Fires it out. Shepard looking for his second touchdown. Gets inside the 3, and he's brought up down right there. Again, the arm strength saves it. He ball faked. Good jump by the Ram defender on the play, but that arm strength got it in. And again, Austin Shepard with a nice catch and run.
Yeah, you get him the ball too, because if you see it, he's a big, strong kid, and he can carry tacklers with him.
First and goal at the 3-yard line. And now Cal Jepson's going to wisely let some clock burn away. 35-7. East High been outstanding. Breifogel looking for his 3rd touchdown, puts his head down, but Well, they're going to push him in as that big line for the East High Black Raiders started shoving, and the Rams are shoving back, and going to be down at the 1-yard line. Good effort by both football teams.
Yep. Glenwood's still battling in the trenches. You know, like we said, they've been tough. They got a good line, D and O line, and a hard physical team.
Here come the Black Raiders quickly. Bryfogle is going to get hit behind the line this time, dragging him forward, and the Rams are not giving up as they're playing hard, trailing 35-7, but you can't tell because they are just fighting away in there. Nice play by the Rams as players shaken up. Ethan Eastman was in on the play there, and now we have another cramp. And we're going to take a timeout with them. 8:29 to go. We'll have 3rd and goal from the one for the East High Black Raiders. They lead at 35-7.
Bob Rose presents Do You Know Pizza? The exciting trivia game where if you don't know pizza, just wing it. True or false? Each year, a whopping 5 billion pizzas are consumed throughout the world.
Mamma mia, that's a lot of pizza.
Bob Rose knows pizza, and they know how to feed a hungry family. Pizza, wings, burgers, chicken, and more. Bob Rose, where good food and good times gather.
See all the highlights tonight on KCAU Sports Zone with Anthony Mitchell. Big games tomorrow night on Metro Sports. Spirit Lake at Algona, 2 highly ranked football teams. Hinton versus Lamar's Galen. Saturday, Harrisburg versus O'Gorman. Go to Metro Sports TV. For all information, go to our Twitter and our Facebook. Catch up on schedules, highlights, and whatnot. If you like what you're seeing, go to our QR code down there in the corner. And allow Metro Sports to continue to bring you the best. And we're seeing the best tonight from the East High Black Raiders. What a performance offensively.
Yeah, utilizing a lot of different receivers. Cal's done a great job in the getting the ball out to his receivers, his tight ends. Miles Wagger in the backfield producing a burst. You know, a good screen game for Miles Wagger. Also running back. So they got a lot of different weapons they can use on offense. It's going to be a fun year.
And the muscle up front. Lundy, Marshall,
Isaiah
King, Welch, Kuhn, King. Outstanding job. Wagger in the backfield now. Little play fake, a little lob in there. It's going to be a touch. No, and it couldn't get it as both receivers were wide open on 3rd and 1. Play action fake. Claiborne, and I believe they got mixed up in there, and both of them end up missing the play right
Looked
there.
like Jack Oman.
Colin Pittenger, who plays defensive
fullback.
end.
Yeah, they have him playing some
I think they were
fullback.
looking for Claiborne. 4th down now and 1. East High's going to go up there as they had the wide open touchdown. Would have been the 3rd of the night for Cal Jepson. 4th down and 1. Wagger deep at the eye. He's going to get the football and he's going to walk in. Miles Wagger with his 2nd touchdown of the season from 1 yard out. It's 41-7. East High, the offensive line right there. Right there, you can just see him dominate, and Wagger with that quickness just pops in there.
Yeah, good push. Landy, King, Fahrenholtz.
Big night for Miles Wagger, over 100 yards and 2 touchdowns tonight as the Black Raiders score again. This score is not going to be indicative of how Glenwood has just gotten away from them a little bit, as East High didn't get the football much offensively that first half, but the second half they have completely dominated the possession. 8:09 to go. It's 42-7. The East High Black Raiders, as you see the flag, as that young man's put on some laps, as he's slowing down just a little bit. Nope, he's still fired up in front of that big student body for East High. And I heard today your brother put on quite a pep rally. It's here, it's one of the best ones they've ever had. Enthusiasm.
He does that Raiders Together, kind of gets the elementary kids going. He does pep rallies at the elementary, the middle school, and the high school. So, yeah, he's done a good job, him and his wife, Shelly, with doing that Raiders Together program that's been going on for about, 10, 12 years, so maybe longer. But it's a good thing that he's got going, but he's got to do all the pep rallies, so he's had a little practice at it.
Well, this team's easy to get fired up. They're just outstanding. So join us next week on Metro Sports, and please go to Twitter, Facebook, or our website, Metro Sports, for all of our scheduling, weekly features, including game highlights, players of the game, and big plays of the game. And remember, you can rewatch this game on demand on Metro Sports TV. Watch us all season long. If you like to support Metro Sports, please give us a call, as we'll continue to bring you the best Sports, we've kind of grown here over the last few years.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Yep, you got people all over, and it's always good to communicate with my guys I played with and stuff like that. And we always like to, our man McNaughton, Buddy McNaughton out there. He's been watching the game, him and his boy Sawyer. So, shout out to them out in California.
Oh, beautiful Southern California. Here's the kick by East High as the extra point. Jacob Burrell actually missed it, which is rare. Trying to get it outside. They're the Rams, and they're going to be caught up. And I would assume East High Black Raiders will be playing a lot of the young kids right now.
Yeah, good time to get some young kids in, get some reps, build that depth.
Indeed, it's been quite a show for the Black Raiders. Offensively, defensively, we've seen the linebackers very active tonight in that secondary.
Yeah, a lot of things they can build on both sides of the ball. And like I said, this second half, this defense has come down, and they've kind of played with a little attitude, and they haven't let Glenwood drive down the field like they did the first half.
Those two junior linebackers, Hogenkamp and Breifogel.
Pretty solid. Pretty solid, yeah. Big, solid kids, yep.
Absolutely. Both 6'3", both well over 220 pounds. As the Rams are going to go with a few new kids themselves as they're going to run that. Oh, that's Reed in there. He's still going. Boy, he has been outstanding as this junior tailback. Scott Reed, 105 yards tonight, and all of them very tough.
Yeah, tough. 3-4 yards a pop. I'm sure I imagine he's got to have over 30 carries at least.
Oh boy, if I was going to have
maybe
a football
40
team, I'm saying that kid's going to be on it. He is outstanding. Just a junior, so he's going to be around a little bit. I think he's going to watch this film and going to see some opportunities to bounce it outside. But I think he likes contact so much, maybe not. Stout the quarterback. Let's stay healthy, big fella, as he's going to run it out there. He's another good football player, and he's going to get the better part of 9 yards right there. As they're going to beat some people at Glenwood.
Yeah, good tough team. We've seen a lot of good things. A good physical team. They'll have a good season. They'll beat some teams over the course of the year, so they can build off this game. Even though the scores got away from them, very solid performance.
Indeed. Give them credit. Come up and play a 5A football team. A lot of good football teams down that way. Of course, you have Lewis Central, Harlan. Of course, they'll play Harlan later on, and Lewis Central, who's also 4A, I believe. And so they're going to run up against some good football teams. So credit to their staff and athletic director to put this game. Speaking of athletic directors, how about that great call today by BJ Cook as called off the freshman game at 4 o'clock. Took a little heat from it, but made the right call.
Yeah, he said he had to call it off when it was 11:30 and sunny and 75, and everybody was chomping at the bit to play. And from 4 o'clock to 6 o'clock, it was pouring.
It certainly was.
Lightning and everything.
We were
so
wondering
probably
if we were
going
to have a late start here tonight. Of course, normally we have the mobile camera, but we thought tonight we better not do it. Didn't know exactly what the weather was going to be, and here we are. We sung the East High Black Raiders have been outstanding, leading 41-7. 3rd down and 1 for Glenwood. We'd like to see them get another score on the board. They deserve it. They've played pretty well. Here's Reed looking to bounce outside, and here he goes. He picks up about 9 yards on the play. Just needed one, and boy, he's fun to watch.
Yeah, he's still running with some purpose.
We'll have the East High Black Raiders here in a couple of weeks. Another Thursday night game against their rival Bishop Heelan.
Bishop Heelan, a Thursday night game.
Played a few of those big games.
Yeah, four of them.
Including the playoffs back when everybody was 4A. A little spot pass out here. And a couple of good blocks and breaking some tackles and now getting the outside. And look out. Look out. He may go. Gets one more block inside the 5. He's down at the 4-yard line. Right there, I believe that's Schroeder who makes the play right there. No, that's Chase Razor, just a sophomore, and he showed some instincts right there. Nice play by Chase.
Yeah.
Got it one more block, and he got caught down at about the 4-yard line. It's a nice play by Glenwood as Razor, just a sophomore. Boy, he's sharp. So 1st down and goal at the 4.
Yeah, he had a nice little catch there by him and turned on his wheels and thought he was going to get in the end zone there.
Talked about Anthony Mitchell and I from KCAU and KCAU preview show. Boy, that was quite an undertaking. talked about all the offensive talent in the area, and we've seen that tonight. Nice run right there. Here's Stout with Reed to his left. He's going to keep it himself, and the big fella is going to get to about the 1 yard line. I do want him to score one more time, but I want that big fella to get up so he can play a lot of football, and kind of worries you sometimes with these so late in the game, and East High Black Raiders leading 41-7.
Yeah, we'll get around the area, all classes. There's a lot of good talent, a lot of good teams around the area. Should be an exciting fall here in northwest Iowa, watching some football from the lakes to here.
Indeed.
Hinton, Mobile, Lawton, a lot of quality teams.
Dakota Valley with Drew
Dakota
Luck,
Valley
an
in South
outstanding
Dakota.
quarterback. Should be fun. And
Yep.
there's a little motion call right there on Glenwood. Going to knock him back a little bit. Under 5 minutes to go. 41-7 is your score. Normally make the extra point, and that keeps the clock running, but East High was called for the offside, so just a little closer will be Glenwood.
Two men in motion, I thought, but maybe as he jumped, maybe he went.
As Reed, we'd like to see him get in the end zone. He deserves a touchdown.
Yeah, he's put in a hard workman's night tonight.
Certainly has. Has not scored. He's going to go out, and Stout, the big guy, is going to jump into the end zone. So touchdown Rams as Cole Stout, the quarterback, brings it in the end zone. He's been outstanding tonight and gets in there to make it 41-13 and pick the extra point with 4:41 to go. The East High Black Raiders 1-0 now on the season. A big win.
It's always good to get that first win. You know, you get that first game, you get all the practices, and just something about getting that first win kind of propels you into the season.
You can remember those openers. Mainly, boy, you just can't wait for those things either. But most of the time, extra point is up. The extra point is good. To make it 41-14, East High Black Raiders will go to 1-0. Glenwood with a nice touchdown here at the end. When we come back, 4:41 to go. Black Raiders in command.
Up to your neck and trying to swim through confusing insurance policy choices? Well, before you drown in coverage you don't need, contact Allstate agent Ryan Stussy. Ryan will help you assess your immediate and also long-term needs so you can clearly choose options catered to your home, personal property, or financial future. Contact Ryan and review your coverage today. 605-377-6776. Don't drown in coverage that you don't need. Stay afloat with Allstate agent Ryan Stussy. 605-377-6776.
Welcome back. East High in command here, 41-7. Stay tuned for the Baumgart's post-game show. We will have our Wall of Fame player of the game. A lot of guys to choose from for East High, as they're going to have a big win here on a Thursday night special for the Black Raiders, as they get ready and they have a big game next week at Sergeant Bluff. They're trying to bounce back. The Black Raiders will be at home on Metro Sports Thursday the 12th against Bishop Heelan. Big game, two big games for the Black Raiders. Three big games right off the bat. Really.
Yeah, right off the bat. Teams that, especially, the rival with Heelan, and there's been a rival with Sergeant Bluff. Heelan coming off a good year last year, bouncing back with that good team that got second and runner-up in the state.
On the 27th, will be a huge game for the East High Black Raiders when they go to two-time defending champion Southeast Polk. And we've seen in the past, Black Raiders have been able to play a good half, sometimes a good 3 quarters. Almost had Ankeny beat 2 years ago in the playoffs down there, lost on a last-second field goal. It's the game they got to win. They keep coming closer. This football team with the explosiveness could do it.
Yep. It'd be nice just to turn the corner on one of those powerhouses. Southeast Polk's been the last 3-4 years. They have been the powerhouse. So not too many teams have beaten the Southeast Polk Rams.
But first things first, they got Sergeant Bluff next week, and last year was the first time they had beaten Sergeant Bluff in many years with a blowout win. And this year, with all these offensive weapons that they have, just such a solid quarterback, and Miles Wagger looking great at tailback.
They got a lot of good parts to the team. They got a lot of good parts, and Yeah, they'll be going for their third straight win. The year Richie's crew beat Sergeant Bluff. So, but they had Sergeant Bluff had East number when they started this series, and East is kind of the last couple years have got the win, and hopefully they can continue next week.
Sophomore Amos Collins trying to get outside, gets a few yards. The quarterback in there is Liam Sheehan, a 6'2", 170-pound freshman in at quarterback, and the coaching staff, we know all about Sheehan's.
And his dad was a quarterback in '91.
Chad was outstanding.
Yep,
so.
led the Black Raiders to the playoffs. I believe an 8-1 season. Outstanding quarterback, his dad himself. So Sheehan, Liam in there, smart, savvy kid, good wheels, getting some experience in a varsity game as a freshman.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
And looks like he fills the role at 6'2". And off again, Collins breaking off the tackle. Nice run by the sophomore. So we get a chance to look at some of the kids.
Yep, some of the youngsters getting in there, getting their crack at playing here at Olson Stadium in front of a great crowd here tonight.
41-14. Black Raiders coasting to this first win. Sergeant Bluff next week. And in 2 weeks, another Thursday night special against Bishop Heelan. Metro Sports will be here for that. Should be a good one.
Should be. It's always fun, those two teams play.
Indeed. 1st and 10. Sheehan is going to turn and give it to him this time. And not much there. Liam Sheehan. Can't tell he's Irish, can you? Loss of 2 on the play. Clock running, 41-14. Stay tuned for the Baumgars post-game show. We'll have our Wall of Fame player of the game as the East High Black Raiders, as advertised, an explosive offense with some efficiency. Turned the ball over a couple of times, but they'll make some adjustments there. One was a hustle play. The other was an inexperienced play by a receiver, so they'll clean that up. And, boy, a very sharp first opener.
Yeah, for an opening game, you know, you're always going to have, there's going to be, everything doesn't go to plan. And what do they always say? You show your greatest improvement from week 1 to week 2. We've heard that for our whole high school career, college career, and 30, 40 years of watching football.
That Amos Collins gets another carry, so this is going to get the stat book a little bit, bring up 3rd and 11. We'll see if Liam Sheehan will make his first varsity pass. It might be nice to see. Get Loudon Grimsley out there and let's go for 6.
Yeah.
Well, we don't want to get carried away here. As Glenwood will turn around, and I'm sure they've got a tough schedule, but I'm sure they'll play quite well throughout the season. They normally do. They will play rival Atlantic next week. Then they have Harlan. So, and then Lewis Central 2 weeks after that. Here's Collins trying to get to the outside. The sophomore turns it up nicely, breaks a tackle, gets down to the 30-yard line. That kid looks like he has some skills.
Yeah, good burst there. Nice first down. Good 20-yard run there.
Nice size kid for a sophomore. And nice stride in there as well. So first down. My guess is they'll probably take a knee here, and Coach Winkelpleck will be 1-0, get that first game out of the way, and big game on the road at Sergeant Bluff next week.
And with this week, they kind of got an extra day by playing Thursday. They don't play to Friday next week, so they can probably take care of their film and stuff like that. Friday, light workout Friday. And
we don't mind these Thursday games, especially when you have a double or mostly a triple header on Friday.
Yeah, and I see the NFL this year, they're kicking out. They're doing a Thursday-Friday night game. So, and then Sunday, then Monday. So, yeah.
They need to get rid of the Thursday games.
It is kind of hard to locate that Thursday game.
Yeah, they're not very good. So that'll about do it here. It's 41-14. Baumgar's post-game show coming up right after that. Our Wall of Fame player of the game. We'll recap with some highlights. Talk to Jeps about his great performance by the East High Black Raiders. They'll go to a knee, and that should do it right there. Black Raiders will be 1-0. A big win here tonight against the always tough Glenwood Rams. The teams played a very clean game. The East High Black Raiders came out in the second half. 2 explosive plays. Long pass to Yates, long run by Wagger, and they just put it away. End up winning the football game 41-14 as players show their great sportsmanship. When we come back, we'll have the Baumgars post-game
When the thermometer drops or the snow falls, you better come in to Baumgars, where we've got what you need when you need it. Like batteries and booster cables, sand tubes, ice scrapers, and antifreeze to keep you mobile this winter. Baumgars is the place for ice melt and snow blowers, heated pet bowls, and keep you warm clothing, like insulated boots, gloves, coveralls, and coats of all kinds. From the Midwest to the Rockies, when the cold wind blows, Baumgars got you covered.
Welcome to Wall of Fame, where style meets customization, specializing in crafting custom clothing and print shirts. We ensure every stitch and every print is of the highest quality, so you get the best clothes every time. We're here for all your promotion needs, and the best part, our process is seamless. Simply share your designs with us and we'll handle the rest. Get custom clothes for the best price. Wall of Fame.
This perfect ring is for Allie from Zach. They married without a diamond ring right before Zach went to serve his country. And now he's back. Jake and Sarah successfully pitched a big client together over a year ago. They got along very well. So well, in fact, Jake's about to pitch Sarah a proposal. Every diamond tells a story, but there's no story like yours. And there's no diamond like a Greenberg's diamond. Greenberg's Jewelers, a cut above the rest.
Make all your shopping happier with a MasterCard Gold Rewards credit card at Telco Triad Community Credit Union. Gold Rewards cardholders enjoy low 8.9% APR plus monthly cash back on every purchase. No annual fees, no cash advance fees, and no balance transfer fees. Apply online or in person today. At Telco Triad, it's where you belong.
Big win tonight, opening win, Thursday night special here, 41-14, the East High Black Raiders. We talked about that offense all year, Jeps, all summer, excuse me. Knew it would be explosive. They did not disappoint.
No, limited opportunities in the first half, but they did execute in the first half for a couple touchdowns. You can see Cal right here with that big starting opening play to Grimsley for a big 50, 60-yard pass down the field. That set him up for this first touchdown. Touchdown run here by Breifogel powering it in. That was Miles. Yep, Miles Wager. Yep, 32. Miles Wager getting that first TD. Then they got the big turnover there and set him up in golden position here to get touchdown number 2 right on the 10-yard line.
Hogan Camp and Breifogel were outstanding at those linebackers tonight. Here's that nice little fade right up there to the 6'6" Monose Kasongo, goes up there like he slam dunks it. Great spot pass, great pass by Cal Jepson. He was outstanding as the Black Raiders win it each and every game. We bring up a player of the game, but let's look at some stats real fast here. Miles Wager, 17 carries, 112 yards, 2 touchdowns. Loudon Grimsley, 3 catches, 102 yards. He'll touch the ball a lot more as we go on. And John Yates does it every time. 4 catches, 83 yards. Those guys were outstanding. As you see Wagger, and look at Loudon Grimsley, who made 3 hustle plays on blocks, and Miles got a long touchdown taken away from him right
I still
there.
think he got in.
I did too. There's no doubt.
I still think he got in.
No doubt about that. Cal Jepson, 16 out of 24, 279 yards, 2 touchdowns. He is our Wall of Fame player of the game. What a performance by Cal Jepson.
Yeah, and I think, all 4 of those guys are player games, and we had the team as a whole as a player game. But, that nifty play on the sideline with the feet, the connection to Yates and how he moved his feet and threw that ball on the money, plus is just getting the team going and zipping the ball, putting the ball right there, effectively operating that offense. It's going to be a fun offense to watch, and, an outstanding game tonight by Cal Jepson, and a good call for the player of the game.
You bet. So congratulations to Cal Jepson. He is our Wall of Fame player of the game, 279 yards passing. What a job by the East High Black Raiders. Jeps, real quick, outstanding opener for the Black Raiders.
Outstanding opener Thursday night. Now you got another game tomorrow night you're going to do. I'm setting off to Lincoln. We got college football all weekend. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, high school college football. It's a great time of year. Let's get this thing going.
Nobody loves football like our good friend Brian Jepson, who, oh, by the way, was our East High football legend at halftime. Congratulations, kid.
Like I say, I love it when you pump me up, man. It makes me feel good. I can get up in the morning and I go to the morning with that believe, achieve, and succeed attitude.
You got that right. Thank you for joining us on Metro Sports TV tonight and our YouTube channel as we've gone to YouTube. Thank you to all of our tremendous advertisers who make these great games possible. Thank you to the Sioux City Journal and Bound for all their statistical and informative assistance, and thank you to our great friends at KCAU for all their help. You can watch these games on SiouxlandProud.com as well. Thank you to our cameraman, Rob Maynard does it all for us here tonight. Mitch McCumber out, and of course our outstanding producer, Mr. Riley Lillenquist, who is the best in the business. Join us tomorrow night as we will be in Spirit Lake versus Algona. You'll want to check in on that game. Mitch McCumber and Riley will be over at Hinton, between Hinton and Lamar's. Please follow us on Facebook, Twitter, see some highlights, and our website, Metro Sports TV, to check out all of our schedules, highlights, players of the game, and whatnot. And remember, you can rewatch this game on demand on Metro Sports TV. We hope you enjoyed tonight's broadcast. Once again, your final score, the East High Black Raiders win a big opener. They win at 41-14. Take care, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow night.